Out rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True. Yeah. What's going on, family? It's that boy, Coach Malachi, in the building. Let me turn it up and let me make sure y'all can hear me. I know I'm not on camera. Yet. Just want to make sure we Gucci before everything. All right, cool. We good then. Y'all can hear me. That's all I wanted to know. Ta-da! How you like me now? I'm in the mix. Okay, cool. All right, cool. No problem. Yeah, somebody just stream. They just sent me something. Doggone StreamYard said something. I'm using StreamYard again. I'm using two different. I go back and forth between StreamYard and another app I use. So, anyways, it is what it is, man. Let's get everybody. Once we get this thing on swole. I was sitting back listening to this interview. Andre Ward. I like Andre Ward. I like his interview style. I like the way he do interviews. Pretty much the people that Andre Ward interview, he pretty much have good relationships with him. So when you interviewing someone that you have a good relationship with, it's very easy to do those type of interviews because you're not gonna, he's not asking. He's not. It's his interviewing style. Like he asks tough questions, but it's the way he asks them, and because of the relationship that he have with the interviewee, he's able to get certain answers out of certain questions. Do you get what I'm saying? So Brian Custer is really good at that. Brian Custer, I like Brian Custer. I like his interviewing style. The way Brian Custer do interviews, he kind of like a good, you got different interview styles. Like a great interviewer knows how to disarm the interviewee. Get them relaxed, get them calm. Well, see, a lot of stuff y'all don't know because y'all don't do interviews, but a lot of stuff y'all don't know. Like it's a whole lot go on in the background. You see what I'm saying? Whole lot going on. There's a whole lot going on in the background before you do these interviews sometimes. Yeah, y'all have no idea. You really don't. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can do an interview and you don't know who is around off camera. Do you get what I'm saying? You don't know. Hold on, I got something from high level. Somebody sent me an email. Able to check my business through. Y'all don't seen that one already, so let me hit that. What's that? She currently out of the office. Okay. All right, she currently out of the office. Okay, cool. I'm trying to get in contact with somebody in this. Never mind, just HR. But yeah, anyway, so I like the way Brian Custer interviewed. He's real funny. Like the way he, you get what I'm saying? and see, they come off kind of, oh, that's my guy. He's smooth. I got a good relationship with him. And when you're dealing with these athletes, especially fighters, I don't know about football players. I know about athletes and entertainers, rappers, because I used to interview a lot of rappers. Right when I was in Miami, I used to interview a lot of rappers at Coco's, at the Rolex, at the King of Diamonds, KOD, at Tootsie's, at Live, at all on South Beach, all on all throughout Broward County, at what's that and what's the horse track right there, right off of Miramar Parkway. Damn, what's that horse track right there on Miramar Parkway? I forgot what it was called. Damn. Where they go watch the horse races. I forgot what it's called. It started with a G, I think. Yeah, I used to go there all the time. Not the Anson Sports Complex. I forgot the damn. What's the name of the damn? Right there. You go straight down. You go straight down Miramar going east. Yeah, the Gulf Stream. Good looking out. Yeah, the Gulf Stream. Hey, good looking out. Dice. Hey, good looking out, Phil. The Gulf Stream. I used to bet the Gulf Stream a lot as well, right? Just all throughout there. Then I started interviewing drum and bass artists. And every year Miami have the biggest electronic music festival in the world. It's come there. I don't know if they still come there now, but I used to be out there when you have a lot of dubstep artists. That's a different music genre if you're not familiar with dubstep. A lot of dubstep artists, a lot of drum and bass artists, just electronic music scene. David Guetta, all of those guys. Like I used to interview, especially that, because that's the largest music festival that I know of. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying it might not be nothing bigger than that, but they say like every year, like dead ass. You know what I mean? I forgot it. It's like the Euro Music Fest or something like that. I forgot the name of it. It's been so goddamn long, bro. We talking about what is 2026? Damn, we talking about 2008, 2009, 2010. 2011, 12, 13, like somewhere up in there. You know what I mean? Like just all through there. Yeah, like around that time. Then I used to work for this TV station. Called, what is it? VIP TV? Let me see. Yeah, VIP TV. It was some Italians that owned it. An actor. It was an Italian actor that owned it. Yeah, he was affiliated with the mafia and all that stuff there. I forgot. What's the name, man? Let me see. Yeah, I think it was VIP TV. Yeah. VIP TV. That was in Broward. I was in Broward County there. Let me see. Yeah, it was definitely VIP TV. It was a family owned. I think the dude name was Joe. I forgot his last name. Joe something. He had this long ass Italian name. I forgot his name. But yeah, I used to work there too. So I did a lot of shit. I did a lot of shit, dog. I did a lot of shit. But my thing is like when you're doing these interviews, and I want to give you guys some insight on it, right? And this is why I tell y'all, like, a lot of y'all be, who y'all fanned out over Shakur or Devin or whoever, right? Whoever the fighter may be. And because you don't be around these guys, and I've been around these guys, and you don't know nobody in boxing. I know the people in boxing and like from the different companies and stuff like that. I'm talking about have a relationship with them. I ain't talking about because I seen them on TV or I seen them at the fight and just, hey, how you doing? And just kept going and nothing, nah. It's a whole lot deeper than that. So I know what they like. I'm like, yeah, man, dude, I ain't gonna lie, dog. Well, you acting in the chat. If you ever did that shit around Shakur, that nigga will probably look at you like you weird and walk off and you'll be feeling shitty in the face. I've been riding you so hard, Shakur, online. And yeah, that nigga, like, you get what I'm saying? Just telling you. Same thing with Devin. Same thing with any other fighter. Bud too. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? If you fanned out, because if no man wants another man to be fanned out over him. No man, like, again, bro, like, no man wants another man to be fanned out over him. So, I mean, and in boxing, these guys are looked upon as gladiators. Now, if you're a woman, there's no problem. There's no problem with that. If you're a woman, there's no problem with that. You know what I mean? If you're a woman. So, I just want to get some insight. I mean, I'm telling you what God loves. Hopefully, just give me some insight. You can take it or leave it alone. What I notice is, like I say, people don't want that truth, bro. That truth is that's why you got the story with the naked truth and the well dressed up lie. So what happened was this. This is the story. One day on Clearwater Beach in sunny, it was a one summer day, beautiful in the state of Florida, the Gunshine State is what we call it here, the Gunshine State. And because Florida is shaped like a gun, right? The panhandle of Florida would be the barrel, would be the handle, and then of course the longer part of the state would be the barrel. So we call Florida the Gunshine State, right? On top of the laws that they have, but even before the laws, it is what it is. So there was a guy named Truth. He was walking down the beach, thinking, contemplating, and he said, you know what? It's hot. It's 98 degrees on Clearwater Beach, hot than a motherfucker. Man, let me just go ahead and jump in the ocean, go for a swim. So Truth took his clothes off, had on his swimming trunks or whatever, jumped in the ocean, left his clothes on the beach. A guy by the name of The Lie was walking down that same beach, and he was observing the Truth. And when he saw the Truth take his clothes off and jumped in the ocean, The Lie came up with a beautiful plan. He said, you know what? Every time I come around, people always reject me, and because people say they hate lies and liars, right? The lies never loved nowhere on the planet Earth, on planet Earth, right? The Lie said, you know what? What if I take my clothes off and put on the cloak, meaning clothes, of the Truth? Then I can disguise myself as the Truth, even though I'm still the same old lie. That's how you got the well-dressed up lie. Because the lie has to dress it up as though it's the truth. So the Truth looked out on the beach when he was coming out, and he saw the Lie putting his clothes on. So he said, hey, what you doing? The Lie saw him. Truth came up out of the water. The Lie took off running, and the Truth been chasing him. And that's how you got the well-dressed up lie and the naked truth. The naked truth is hated by most people, especially in boxing. The well-dressed up lie it's like Nicki Minaj. It's like Doja Cat. It's like Beyonce. It's like whatever hot woman, female, or that you guys like or whatever. The well-dressed up lie is like that. Damn, she look good. Let me holler at her. Find her the motherfucker. You don't know nothing about, you don't know the truth of the individual. And then when the truth come out, shit look real ugly. And don't nobody want that. You dig? True. Shout out to Jess. Jess, what's going on? What's going on, Jess? Carl said, I'm team fuck the other side. I was listening to this interview with Shakur Stevenson, between Shakur Stevenson and Andre Ward. Listen to this interview. And it was interesting. I didn't hear all of it. I probably heard like half of the interview because I'm not really into, it's certain people it's just certain if it's something that I'm interested in, I'm gonna check it out. It's certain, I love the way Andre Ward asks questions though. I love the way he asks questions. I do. I love the way he asks questions. He's one of my top interviewers. Him, Brian Custer, shit, it ain't but a couple. Shit, it ain't but a few. Nesta Gibbs, Boston Voice, he do really good interviews as well. I gotta go back. I gotta go back and think. You get what I'm saying? But I'm sitting back listening to this shit. I'm like, okay. So after watching it, I said, okay. So we knew what was going on. Well, I knew what was going on all along. So Shakur was definitely negotiating in the background and all that stuff there. He was just telling his fans that. And I'm glad he came out on X and said that, yeah, man, let me start rage baiting y'all. I'm like, he's rage baiting. And he admitted to that. And some people just like being rage baited. You know what I mean? Some people are addicted to being rage baited. Some people like to be in that emotional state to where my emotions have taken control of me, and they lack critical thinking skills. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But let's get into the show and give everybody a shout out. Let's see. What did the Andre Ward and Shakur Stevenson interview expose about Devin Haney negotiations? And I've been hearing people, well, we want this and we want that. So for all those people who say what they want, I would give you the well dressed up lie, but I gotta tell you the naked truth. Nobody gives a fuck about what you want. You ain't nobody to these people. And I need you to understand that. Nobody gives a fuck about what you want, and you are nobody to these people. These people don't give a damn about what you want. I just need to let you know that. I know that's a hard pill to swallow. I know you don't want to believe that. But I'm telling you, whether it's your favorite fighter, whether it's your favorite promotional company, whether it's your favorite promoter, whether it's your favorite manager, they don't give a fuck about what you think. You nobody. You just a nigga behind an avatar that type and leave comments, and that's it. That's how they look at you. I know you don't want to believe that, but I'm telling you that's how they look at you. How do I know? Because they have told me that's how they look at you. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but hey, somebody got to do it. And that's why I don't mind being the bad guy. And the reason why I take the team fuck the other side approach is because if I cared about making friends, if I cared about offending people, if I cared about kissing a nigga ass, there's no way that I can take the positions that I take. I can't take those positions if I cared about those things. I don't care nothing about it. It's real simple with me. I'm going to draw the line in the sand. This is the side I'm on. Where you at? Oh, you on that side? Okay, cool. Do your thing. That's me. I'm on this side. And I'm team fuck the other side. Whoever the other side may be, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Jews, it don't matter. If you on that side, it's team fuck the other side. I'm just saying me. And I'm cool where I'm at. Because I don't need you. True. I don't need the other side. The other side don't pay these bills in this beautiful house that I live in. The other side don't didn't buy the trucks that's in the driveway. The other side didn't do that. So what I'm trying to tell y'all can't be too emotionally invested about the other side because the other side don't give a fuck about you. Take it or leave it alone.
To this day.
Now, let's get into my monologue. In a recent interview with Shakur Stevenson, Andre Ward got to the bottom about the ongoing negotiations with Devin Haney. Shakur came clean and acknowledged, he said that, listen, man, he was talking about the way he said that Devin Haney is a phenomenal fighter. He's a hell of a fighter, this and that, and he's a great fighter, He said he's a tremendous fighter, and, and he would like to fight Devin at 144. He reiterated that. Now, this interview was done probably a week ago or something of that sort, right? Somewhere around there. On social media, Shakur pretty much lied to his fans, and he told them that he doesn't have any knowledge or any idea about any fight negotiations with Devin Haney. But like always, somebody is lying. And I always say that. I say, well, you know what? I hear what you're saying, Bill. I hear what Shakur's saying. I hear what Mike Carpenter said. I heard what Eddie Hearn said. I say, you know what? Somebody lying. I could pull the video up when I said it. I said, well, somebody lying. I said, but one thing I do know, in time, we will find out who that is. We found out who that was. It was Cutie Pie. True. Shakur revealed that he's a pound for pound fighter, and that he doesn't do or have to do what Devin Haney tells him to do. So you know what? I'm not gonna lie. When I heard him say that, I was like, oh, you know what? Okay. I can kind of see that position where he coming from. Because you have a guy by the name of Devin Haney, and then you got Jay Prince. Shout out to Jay Prince. Shout out to Bill Haney, and they real close and all that stuff there. These guys talk to each other all the time. Like for real. Like I say, you can only believe half or a third of what you see online. And then I like what Shakur said. He said, look, real negotiations happen behind closed doors. They don't happen in chats. They don't happen on boxing podcasts. The negotiations don't happen on this podcast or the Boxing Boys or Boxing Gyms or Goodfella TV or Ring IQ or Jab Queen or any other boxing pod. It don't happen. It don't happen on here. It don't happen in chats. With this fan base saying one thing and that fan base saying something else. It don't happen like that. They don't happen on Twitter. This shit is just entertainment. The real shit happened behind closed doors. That's why I always say, look, man, I ain't gonna believe shit until we get an official announcement. Because what happens is, on social media, it's so much lies out there and so much half-truths. The promoters lie. They're not a reliable source. You say what the promoter said, the promoter's not a reliable source. Could they be lying too? So the people who are fans of certain fighters, they get mad, confused, and upset because they believe in all these lies, and they don't know the lie from the truth because you hearing so many lies, you don't know what the truth is. But you got a lot of those people, they want to be lied to because the lie confirms what they want to believe about a guy who they like or don't like. So it's like I say, it's confirmation bias. Confirmation bias is only accepting information that confirms what you want to believe or what you already been predisposed to believe about an individual or something or a situation or whatever. That's what confirmation bias is. So again, I got a GED, but I have a master's degree in common sense. Like I'm a really sharp guy, but GED, I'm basic is general education. That's it. That's it. Not the smartest, but so that's pretty much like okay, damn. How can I word this? You know what? No, I'll get back to that. I get back to that later. I don't want to get into that right now. As I said before, Shakur Stevenson revealed that he's a pound-for-pound fighter and he doesn't have to do what Devin Haney tells him to do. And I get that position because, according to the Ring Magazine, he's ranked number 3 pound-for-pound. He's higher on the pound-for-pound list than Devin Haney. So if I'm looking at it from Shakur Stevenson's position, him lying aside, I put that to the side for now. You don't dictate where I fight you at, what I do, how I do it, and when I do it. Nigga, I'm top 3 pound-for-pound in the world. I'm higher than you. It don't work that way. So I wasn't looking at it. I wasn't looking at it like that at first. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't looking at it like that at first until I saw that interview. Because, that's me looking at it objectively. If I look at it from a bias standpoint, then I got to pick a side. I'm not looking to pick a side. I'm looking, my position, me being an interviewer myself and me having a podcast and this and that, I always try to take the objective position because I'm a critical thinker. And I don't lack objectivity. When you lack critical thinking skills, most motherfuckers lack objectivity. It's always confirmation bias. I have no desire for confirmation bias. I only want the truth. Whether the truth is against what I believe or for what I believe, I just want the truth. Because if I'm wrong about something and someone introduced some truth to me and I can research it and find out that it's facts, then guess what? I gotta take the side of the truth. I can't pick and choose when I want to accept something because it doesn't confirm what I want to believe. If I'm wrong about something, I want to be right about it. So if I'm wrong about something and some information is introduced to me, then I'll be like, you know what? I was wrong about that. And since I want to be on the side of truth, I don't mind backing off a stance if I found out to be wrong. So, because I don't have an emotional attachment to it. I don't have a dog in the race. I don't get no check. You get what I'm saying? So, the only one I know getting the check, Showbiz is the adult. He getting, the zone is taking care of him and he got a management team and all that stuff that's cool. I ain't got none of that. So I don't have to, you get what I'm saying? I don't have to play certain games. I just call it like a TI is. Let me see what it says. You get what I'm saying? So I understand this position as relate to that. No, man, I'm a pound-for-pound fighter. You don't dictate no terms to me. Because that's kind of like, maybe that's how that's kind of like, I'm saying, based on the interview, that's probably how he was looking at it. This nigga trying to dictate terms to me and shit. Nigga, I'm pound-for-pound fighter. What the fuck you talking about? You get what I'm saying? I'm ranked number 3. You know what I mean? So when he said that, I like, oh, okay. Okay. When you look at it that way, you see what I'm saying? Now let's listen to some of the interview and see what the people in the chat, in the comment section have to say. Y'all become a member of the show. You can click the membership link. It's in the description and it's also somewhere on the phone somewhere. If you're watching on, I don't know what device you're watching on, but if you're watching on the phone or whatever, y'all subscribe, become a member, and support the movement. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, and what you say, Jamie said, I feel you, coach. Yeah. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is. Like, like I said before, there is no beef between, this what y'all don't know. This is for the radical fan bases. All of these guys was in the amateurs together. I know a lot of y'all don't like Bill Haney, but Bill Haney used to look out for a lot of these fighters in the amateurs. Shakur Stevenson, he'll tell you if you be honest. A lot of these fighters, they talk about, yeah, man, Dev, he was having Louis Vuitton bags and stuff like that, and the amateurs and all that shit there. You know, that was, oh, you know, he's a silver spoon kid. They ain't come from the trenches and all that stuff there. I'm like, well, bro, I've never gotten that at all. Like, I've never got, we didn't choose our parents. Everyone that's here, whether you listening to me driving a truck, you working in the warehouse, you at home, you at your office or whatever, right? We did not choose our parents. I had no say in how I was going to be conceived, when I was going to be conceived, and who my parents were going to be. How can you fault a man who did not have to go through poverty or shit that other people may go through? Because guess what? Nothing is created equal. And nothing in life is fair. You're going to have some people who was born into money. And there's some people who wasn't born into money who mad and hating on those who was born in money. Well, fam, don't get mad at the person who was born in money. Look at your parents. The same God created you, created me. Why don't you ask God, God, why you ain't allow me to be born with money? Why I had to come from this broke ass situation? I never understood that. I never understood that. And it's like, it comes off as, damn, boy, y'all, you know, you jealous than a motherfucker. You envious. You got an opportunity to get you some money. If your mama didn't make the right moves financially, or your daddy didn't make the right moves financially, guess what? Go talk to them about that. Don't get mad at the next man because he came up in a different situation than you came up. I heard what the dude name? The dude from Chicago, Southpaw TV. I was listening to him the other day. He said, yeah, Devin Haney is a silver spoon kid. He from Henderson, Nevada. He ain't come from the streets. And I thought about that. And I asked myself one question. I said, okay, and your point is what? What's wrong with growing up in Henderson, Nevada? What's wrong with not having to come up in the streets? What's wrong with that? Like, it's the dumbest shit I've ever seen or heard in my life. You gonna shit on a man because he came up from a fortunate situations and a fortunate background. And another thing too, I want to say, whether it's Shakur Stevenson, who I don't give a fuck who the fighter is. Damn, I forgot, but I lost my train of thought. Damn, this was a good one too. Damn, I forgot my. You know what? I'm gonna remember. I just lost my train of thought, dog. Damn, it was a good one too. And okay, it was about the coming up, poverty, trenches, the trenches. Damn, I was talking about the trenches, and I was talking about like me. I came up from nothing. I grew up in West Tampa housing projects. Still remember my address, 1332 Main Street, Apartment B. In the middle of the projects. Every summer, I used to go to the Boys and Girls Club, right off of MacDill. Every summer, we used to go to the park. We used to go to Martin Luther King Gym and go swimming at the swimming pool, right off of Union. We used to go to the park. That's when they had free lunch programs. Used to come through the hood, have free lunch programs, just go to the park. I used to go to my elementary school that I graduated from. They have free lunch programs at the park and stuff. I came up in the era to where your mom and daddy say, go outside and play. Come back before the street lights come on. I remember we used to have to go to the welfare office and get food stamps. I remember when the social worker used to come by our apartment in the projects, and they used to go through the house and check and see whether there are any clothes, any men's clothes in our apartment. Because in order to get welfare at that time, if the woman had a man that lived with her in the house, if your dad was in the house, they would kick the woman off of Section 8. And guess what? I'm not envious of nobody who came up, and I have friends who didn't grow up like me. I got friends who came up in more fortunate situations. I ain't hating on them. I damn sure ain't mad at no fighter for coming up like that. That shit don't make no sense to me. True. I never understood that. I'm like, man, these motherfuckers here got some miserable lives. But anyways, man, let's give a shout out to the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Yeah, I said these motherfuckers got some miserable lives on this motherfucker. Yeah. Yeah, I just, So, my thing is, if a motherfucker came up fortunate, what's wrong with that? Bro, who don't want to come up fortunate? I got kids right now, my two younger ones. They don't know what it's like to grow up in no projects. They don't know what food stamps is. They don't know what free lunch at the park is. They don't know that. Listen, my 13-year-old and 12-year-old, they ain't street, they ain't hood, they ain't gangster. They ain't trying to please no niggas on the street. They ain't trying to please no niggas on the internet. Fuck your hood, fuck your set. My plan is to make sure that when I leave this motherfucker, and I'm gonna leave, I have no doubts about that. Everybody got a time. My time, whenever it comes. My plan is to make sure when I leave this motherfucker, that I leave them something. And they're able to take what they learn and be able to afford to live the type of lifestyle that we're living now or better, because they learn certain skills in order to know how to make money. I don't give a fuck about trying to prove nothing to no niggas on no internet, or prove something to some broke ass niggas on the streets who going to jail, court cases, and broke. Y'all can have that real nigga shit. Y'all can have that. I don't see nothing wrong with growing up in Henderson, Nevada, growing up in any suburb around the world or in America. What's wrong with that? That sounds like a nigga who just mad because he haven't figured it out yet. True. It sounds like a nigga mad because he ain't figured it out yet, but he mad that you doing good. If your mammy didn't make sure that you was financially situated before you was born, that's between you and your mammy and your pappy and God. Talk to them three and figure it out. True. Shout out to Felicia. Felicia, what's going on, Felicia? Shout out to Weedy. Shout out to Brandon Sweet Like Candy. Yeah, we talk real shit over here. What you say? He said I call my kids two garage. He said two car garage gangsters. He said, hey, 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 what you say? Hold on, Brandon say again. How can boxers talk like the streets when they weren't in the streets? They were in the gym training. Brandy, I'm glad you brought that up, because that's the flip side to that. Oh, Brandy, I'm glad you brought that up. Let's talk about that. Let's elaborate on that a little bit. For you fighters who talk all this rah-rah, gangster shit, Brandy make a valid point. Some of you fighters, y'all was in the gyms all the time. Your dads made sure you was in the gyms. Whether you came up from poverty or not, you was in the gyms. You didn't have time to run the streets if you was in the amateurs, you know what I mean? Because some of you dudes, a lot of you guys started boxing when they were 6 and 7 years old. So you didn't have time to run the streets because you was in the gym all the time. You was in different tournaments, going throughout your state, fighting in different tournaments, going to Golden Glove, going to the Nationals, just fighting all over the country. Now, some of you fighters, you are affiliated with street guys. But just because you are affiliated with street guys, whether it be James Prince or any other guy that came from the streets, that doesn't make you street. You're a boxer. The boxing shit work in boxing. The boxing shit don't work on the street. The street don't play by boxer rules. Why not just be a boxer? Be happy with being a boxer. You ain't got to try to be no tough guy. Because the only thing you can be fighting on the street, you can be fighting bullets. Niggas ain't fighting you. Yeah, just because you a boxer don't make you a tough guy. You just, your what it is, your job description, or your, what is it called? Your career of choice is a boxer. That's your job. Just like a teacher, her job is to teach. A principal, his or her job is to be a principal in a school or whatever. A police officer, that's his job. A judge, that's his job. A promoter, that's his job. You ain't no fighter / part-time gangster. I will address the super chats. You ain't no fighter / part-time gangster. No, fam, your profession is a boxer. That's all. You get what I'm saying? So, just keep that into, because sometimes motherfuckers be getting like gassed up. They be, they think because they hang around some gangster niggas that they gangster. The reason why you're hanging around them is because you needed protection. You feel protected when you hang around the street element. You the boxer, but you need protection. So don't talk to me with the gangster stuff. We don't believe you. True. Hold on, fam. I'm gonna get to this. I'm gonna get to the super chat. Shout out to Jaleel, man, for becoming a member, man. Salute to you, brother.
Hey, okay.
Salute to you. I'm gonna hit you with the Huggy Bear, brother. And shout out to Tariq White.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, you drop straight gems. We glorify struggle and criminal behavior, but mom raised to act like I want to go to college one day. He said, you said my bad. You said my mom raised, I guess your mom raised you to act like you want to go to college one day. Yeah. Yeah, the street shit, that shit ain't them, bro. Trust me.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
That shit ain't. You get what I'm saying? That street shit so overrated. Because guess what? lot of you street niggas. Now, guess what? Online, you can tell the motherfuckers who ain't done no street shit because they be the most talking the shit on online in the chats. Yeah, nigga, yeah, Pooh Shiesty this, Pooh Shiesty that. Guess what? Pooh Shiesty finna get 1,000 motherfucking years. You don't want to be in his position right now. He a real nigga, though. He a real nigga. Real nigga. Street code, live by, die by, G code. But guess what? Them white folks got him. He ain't doing this to them white folks. He ain't doing that. You know what he doing? What them crackers tell him to do. Count time. Get on your bunk. Lockdown. Go to your cell. Officer. Knocking on the officer station. Hey, man, I need a roll of toilet paper, man. Hey, can I get some toothpaste and toothbrush? You're going to get a toothbrush about that size, little small toothpaste, and a roll of toilet paper. Go wipe your ass when you take a shit. If you're in an open bay dormitory, it's going to be stalls. The back stall, someone might be using the bathroom, might be sleeping with a punk, might be hitting a punk, or he might be using the doggone a flick book. Yeah, that's the benefits of being a real nigga. That street shit. Ask your favorite rapper. So don't tell me nothing about the street shit, homie. I ain't give a fuck about that. I got a homeboy got 3 life sentences right now. That nigga, he ain't never getting out. I got 2 of them. Motherfucker been locked up since we was teenagers. 1, and the other one been locked up since I was 20 years old. No, 21 years old. 3 life sentences shooting 2 police officers, Tampa Police Department, to police officers. He ain't never getting out. 3 life sentences. Real nigga though. Real nigga. Anyways, before we get into the show, I gotta say, before I get into the show, man, I gotta say all praises due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to.
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Shout out to the #1 contender.
Now, I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a bro hand.
Shout out to Rocky Marciano.
What about Rocky Marciano?
Oh, there they go. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. That's the one. Rocky Marciano. Let me tell you something wonderful.
Shout out to 8B. He back on top.
Turn around.
Shout out to them. Shout out to them gangsters with them YouTube channels who be telling the nigga to come to their city and what they gonna do to them when they see them, but you don't never see them nowhere. When you everywhere, they never there. Shout out to them, and shout out to them gangsters in the comment section that be talking tough, but boy, you never see their ass nowhere. This is for you. Yeah, man, hopefully when you see your favorite fighter, you get a chance to do this to him.
After my God, I respected you. After my God. I respected you. After my God,
You second to God, champ.
No. I didn't listen. I respect him. I'm sorry. I respect him.
Come on for the nigga pass out. Take the picture before he pass out.
Yeah, get him before he pass out.
Yeah.
Hold him up.
Yo, we gotta take this guy everywhere. Yeah. Yo, Chad.
He needs air.
You need air.
Take the picture. Take the picture before you face the picture.
That's my hero, right? That's my hero. One more.
It takes a lot to take a lot to do it. All right, why you pushing?
Don't worry about it. Come on, I got you, guys.
I tell you what, though, no matter what, this is to my haters. I still love you.
I still love you.
And we're going to get to the interview right after these messages. Shout out to the Tenderonis, the PYTs, the honey dips. Lord knows we love the honey dips and the snow bunnies.
See your eyes shining, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter light, so she's my sweet dust of cream. Tuck to my nose, this lover's got is so raw. Make you move, stepping out, from out of control. Snow bunny, moving on the bar. Everything's alright. Got that smooth soft feel. No, that's dancing in the lawn. With my snow bunny love. Been party by the night. See your eyes shining. She's my snow bunny, please. In the winter light, so she's my sweet dust of cream. Touch to my nose, this lover's got is so raw. Make you move, stepping out, from out of control. Snow bunny, moving on the bar. Everything's alright. Got that smooth soft feel. No, that's dancing in the lawn. With my snow bunny love. Been party by the night. See your eyes shining. She's my snow bunny, please. In the winter light, so she's my sweet dust of cream. Touch to my nose, this lover's got is so raw. Make you move, stepping out, from out of control. Snow bunny, moving on the bar. Everything's alright. Got that smooth soft feel. No, that's dancing in the lawn. With my snow bunny love. Been party by the night.
Shout out to the Prince of Pan-Africanism, him and his beautiful snow bunny. Let's give Dr. Umar Johnson and his lovely snow bunny a round of applause. Yeah, Prince of Pan-Africanism. The Prince. Shout out to the Prince. Shout out to the Prince. Anyways, we have a sponsor. Shout out to my brother, man. I called him the Cincinnati Cobra. Keith's Bulldogs. For dropping that half of bam, hundo on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Today's show is sponsored by Keith's Bulldogs, straight out of Cincinnati. You get what I'm saying? My brother Keith said that he say salute, coach, and to my boxing family. He gave a shout out to the coach, and he gave a shout out to the boxing family, TMP. Now we all we got. Look, we all we got. The only people I give a fuck about is y'all. Y'all people who subscribe, people who follow, people who are part of the movement, a part of us. Y'all the only ones I give a fuck about. You want to know why y'all the only ones I give a fuck about? Because y'all made me who I am. See, I remember when I started this channel, 2021. My first video dropped January 1st, 2021. I started with this iPhone 7 when I started this channel. I said, I'm going to keep this motherfucker because I'm always tell a story with it. I had a green screen in the back. I had to just shoot video with the green screen in the back, just learning. You know what I mean? And I had no idea I was going to still be doing this, of course, 5.5 years later. No, this ain't what I want to do. Like what I do for a living. Like, as a matter of fact, let me show y'all this. You know. This what I do. Hold on. Right there. That's what I do right there. I create booking systems for med spas. Med spas are trying to keep their calendar full. I'm a high ticket seller. This is what I do. I create booking system for med spas. I'm a med spa booking expert. This is what I do. That's what boxing is just my hobby. Make good money doing that too. You get what I'm saying? About all this, how to use all the different tools and stuff online. I know how to do all that shit. So I wasn't supposed to be here this long, to be honest with you. But what happened was, I think I had kind of like took off a little bit. I ended up getting monetized like 4 months after I started my channel, because you had to have 1,000 subscribers and you had to have 4,000 watch time hours. I reached that in like 4 months, something like that, 3 months. Then I ended up getting monetized like 4. You know what I mean? I hit 1,000 subscribers fast. So. Let me see what's up. Oh, matter of fact, my bad. Let me go ahead and close this right quick. I share that. Close that. Close that. You get what I'm saying? So, anyways, let's get ready to get into the show. Now, let me find this video. All right, here we go right here. I'm going to go straight to the meat and potatoes. I just want y'all to listen to what Shakur have to say. We're not listening to the entire thing. Shout out to Andre Ward. I met Andre Ward. He's a nice guy. Real nice guy. Very pretty much into his faith. He kind of like stayed to himself. He kind of like, he don't really let dudes get too close to him. Shakur Stevenson don't like dudes, other men getting too close to him like that. You get what I'm saying? That's why I be saying, like, some of y'all who be fanning out, I'm like, man, if you really got a chance to be around this dude, like, he'll make you feel like shit. Cause you're gonna be so excited. Yeah, Shakur, I've been banging on against Haney and Bill and all that there for you. I love you, Shakur, and all that stuff there. And Shakur gonna be looking at your ass like you crazy. You don't know that though. Cause you're on the outside looking in, seeing what you want to see. True. Shout out to A-Sound T. A-Sound T, what's going on, baby boy? Shout out to Jim. Boss, hey, shout out to Jim. Jim's Diamond. What's going on, fam? Big G in the building. Shout out to A-Sound T. He say nigga need to get under your wing, coach, and figure that out. So I can get out of this trouble. Oh, yeah. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. I don't even talk about like my friends and family. I don't even talk about them what I do, because I'm in a different lane now. I'm doing a different lane, and I'm out the way. That's why I say, like, see, I'm out the way. I ain't in another nigga way. I'm doing my own thing. I'm on my own shit. I'm out the way. Motherfucker hate on me. You going out of your way to hate on me, because I'm over here. Listen, where I'm at, I'm on a highway and there's no traffic. I'm on the highway to no traffic. Well, what I do, I make more money than any nigga on YouTube. I'm talking about as it relates to boxing. I'm just saying. I had to pay some state taxes yesterday and all. And I think yesterday or the day before yesterday, whatever the case may be. I have a payroll. HR. I got all that shit. I know how to do all that shit. I have that. How I know? Because I got that shit set up for my business. Telling you. I'm telling you. You see what I'm saying? True. Yeah, I'm telling you. Shit. Hey, listen, man, listen. One thing about me, boy, I don't do no capping, boy. I do not do no capping. If I say that shit, that's what it is.
The fuck? Fuck you all rolling up on for, cuz?
Huh? You don't know. He can't know.
Huh?
He can't know.
Hey, man, shout out to Green Eyes P.
Hey, okay.
Green Eyes P just gifted somebody a membership. Who she gifted? Oh, she gifted Wayne Kane. Wayne Kane is a new member. Shout out to Green Eyes P for doing that. Shout out to Wayne Kane. He became a member. Let's give Green Eyes P a round of applause.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
All right, today's show is sponsored by Foster's Barbershop. If you're in the city of Tampa, I will be at Foster's Barbershop tomorrow. Probably around, I'll probably be there in the morning time, about 10:30. Foster's Barbershop is located at 1923 West Main Street, West Tampa, Florida, 33607. It's right there below me. Let them know that Coach Malachi sent you, and you will receive a 10% discount. There's not a barbershop in the city like Foster's Barbershop. It's a high-end barbershop. They don't do no walk-ins. You can't walk up to the door and say, hey, man, I want to get a haircut. You're not going to get in like that. It's a high-end barbershop. You get what I'm saying? A lot of celebrities go there to get their haircuts. See what I'm saying? So I just want to let you know. You know what I mean? Anyways, shout out to Foster Barbershop. And I want to give a shout out to our other sponsor, IT Bail Bonds. If you're in the city of Tampa and you end up going to jail, or you on some YN real nigga shit and your favorite, you know what I mean? You're a real nigga. You bought that life. If you're a real nigga and you bought that life, I got somebody that I could recommend for you that you may need to see. You dig? Sitting in the county jail right now for child support, driving on a suspended license, or a missed court date? Don't even trip. I made one phone call to IT Bail Bonds, and they had me out the same day. No judgment, no games, just real people who move fast. If you or a loved one is locked up in the city of Tampa, call IT Bail Bonds at 813-231-2663. IT Bail Bonds is located at 6201 East Hillsborough Avenue, Tampa, Florida, 33610. IT Bail Bonds. When freedom is on the line, call IT. You know the crazy part about it? I ain't got but a GED. Yeah, I'm telling you the truth. Shout out to Sean from the Heights. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over. Hey, Sean from the Heights he say salute to every goddamn body. Just salute, man. Matter of fact, man, Sean, man, I got you, baby boy. Guess what? Sean from the Heights. Let's hit him with the huggy, baby.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
All right, this is All the Smoke Podcast, the Art of War, All the Smoke Podcast. Now, All the Smoke Podcast used to be Showtime. This was Showtime Boxing. I don't know if y'all know that. All the Smoke Podcast was Showtime Boxing. But I think Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, two retired NBA players, they bought it when Paramount Global shut down Showtime Boxing, and at the end of 2023, I think All the Smoke Pod, they bought it. Because it's like they came out of nowhere. Like, damn, who the fuck this is? They had over 1 million subscribers and all that stuff there. And that was that they ended up buying Showtime Boxing YouTube channel. From what I've learned, from what I was told, anyways. But anyways, let's get into this. Let's see what Shakur is talking about. Let's see. Now I like the fact that they have this timestamp. Also, my sit-down interview with Bill Haney, that interview is dropping Sunday night. It's dropping Sunday night. And that video, it's dropping Sunday night at 9:00. Sunday night, 9:00. I'll post it. I think I'm gonna post it tomorrow and then let everybody know what's coming up. But yeah, it's already Sunday, 9:00, it's dropping. All right, let's get into this. Where you at, Shakur? All right, cool.
WC strips you after the fight. Yeah. But the reason they stripped you, and you said 35, no? No, I had one. So they took the one belt. So the WC strips you after the fight. Yeah. But just call out the WBC right now what they want. They want to have their hands in everybody's pot, everybody's money, even if you're not fighting for their belt. Yeah, that's crazy. So you as a champ, you still have one belt at 35. Right? I'm glad Andre Ward brought that up. I love Dre style because I remember when Crawford got stripped and then Crawford been stripped a couple of times. He got stripped the IBF, he got stripped the WBC from Mauricio, and then Shakur got stripped of the WBC belt, which I didn't understand why Shakur got stripped.
Shakur went up to 140 to fight Teofimo Lopez. He beat him. He is now the lineal champ, the Ring Magazine champ, and he has the WBO title at 140. He is the supreme. He is looked upon as the guy at 140 because of the ring belt, right? And WBO, different sanctioned body, different weight class. And Mauricio Suleiman got upset because he couldn't get any of the money from a fight that had nothing to do with the WBC that was in a different weight division, and he stripped Shakur Stevenson. And then you had, again, this is a very, very strange time that we're living in boxing. I've never seen boxing fans who was fans of sanctioning bodies. These fools in today's time, they are fans of sanctioning bodies and promotional companies. When I was coming up watching boxing, I didn't hear fans talking about something. Yeah, dog, I'm down with Don King Promotions. Even though all the black folks love Don King. Don King, one of my favorite promoters of all time right now. But we like Top Rank too. Why? Because Top Rank and Don King Promotions used to put on great fights together. We got big mega fights from their fighters coming together. And on their own, Top Rank put on some great fights from a historic standpoint. And Don King Promotions did too. But I never heard fans like a fighter or not like a fighter based on the promotion of the company he was signed to. But guess what? These niggas in today's time in American boxing, oh yeah, they game banging for their favorite promoter. True. Hey, Keith, I ain't never seen nothing like this before in my life. I don't like a certain fighter because he with the wrong promotion of company. I'm a side with the sanctioning body. I'm down with Mauricio Suleiman. Since when did Mauricio Suleiman have a fan base? When in the history of boxing that the president of a sanctioning body have a fan base? I ain't never seen no shit like this before in my life. Some of these niggas on boxing and American boxing are some of the most gang goofiest motherfuckers I ever seen in my life. Some of the content creators just gang goofy. And these niggas old, they in their 40s and 50s. They in their 30s. They ain't got no shame with it. Eat the meat down to the base and don't come up for air. True. Hey, Jamie, these motherfuckers passing out on the meat. They passing out on the meat. Nigga, breathe. Breathing is good for you. No, I can't breathe. I can't. No, I can't. I got the. No, come on, fam. Buck dancing, shining, cutting the jig, jigabooing for their favorite promoter.
Oh, Miss Hillary. Oh, so good to see you, Miss Hillary. I love you, Miss Hillary. Welcome to TV1. Oh, Lord. I dance with Master. I dance with Master. I dance with Master. I dance with Master.
Lord have mercy. Anyway, let's go back. Let's go back over here. Let's go back over. Man, I'm team fuck the other side. Well, damn sure is.
Right?
No, at 40.
At 40?
Yep.
But I thought you had one at 35 too.
They took it. WBC stripped me.
I thought you had 2 belts at 35, no?
No, I had one.
So they took the 1 belt. So the WBC strips you after the fight.
Yeah.
But the reason they stripped you, and you can speak more on it, they wanted to be a part of the move up.
Yeah.
Right? And they still wanted, what, 7 figures? 6 figures, I mean, 100,000 and some change or something like that?
I want to say it was triple of what I had to pay for my fight was a pay. So, after the fight, you got to pay.
Sanction fee.
Yeah. So I paid that. And then for the Teal fight, they tried to triple it.
But they were not a part of the fight for the people that don't know. No WBC belt on the line.
Not at all.
So what happened?
Basically, they kept sending like emails back and forth to my team. And, we in camp now. Like, it's that type of moment. We ain't trying to too much focus on that. So we was, I guess, slow responsive to them, man. We responded to them, but I already knew beforehand that they was going to strip me. Like, I was cool with it because at the end of the day, I know this ain't right. So the side that I'm on is I want to be on the right side of things. And I'm not paying nobody that much money if you don't have nothing to do with my fight. What am I paying you for? You don't.
And you know the crazy part about it? I remember this shit too. You had motherfuckers because they didn't like Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, man. Yeah, he got stripped. They was supposed to strip him. Pay Mauricio his money. They don't want to pay the money. And I've never seen nothing like this before in my life. Grown ass, cunt coochie, D in the booty ass niggas behind avatars in chats were championing Mauricio Sullivan. Yeah, he took the belt. Yeah, that's right. I'm like, dude, you do know that this dude fought in another weight division for another belt in the sanctioning body. And how does he justify wanting a cut of a fight that he had nothing to do with? Are you a sanctioning body or are you a matchmaker or a promoter? So I call the WBC belt the Mauricio Sulaiman belt. Give it to all the Mexicans. Any black person got a belt, WBC, Mauricio, take the belt from him and give it to your Mexican compadres. That shit ain't worth nothing any motherfucking ways. These niggas, Floyd Mayweather said that. The belts, I can't live off belts. No, the belts, you know what I mean? The belts meant something when it meant something. If y'all pick up what I'm putting down, the belts meant something when it meant something. You know who devalued the belts? The sanctioning bodies. True. I.e. Mauricio Sulaiman. Because the way he was moving, like your rules don't mean shit. You pick and choose when you wanna enforce the rules. You protect certain Mexican fighters over other Mexican American fighters. Certain dudes, you better hurry up and fight, or we gonna strip you. But then the other dude, he ain't gotta fight as mandatory. You let him do whatever he want to do because he giving you a bigger cut, of the sanctioning fee. You want to get paid more money than all the other three sanctioning bodies combined. No, that ain't right. I don't give a fuck if you like Shakur Stevenson or not. How you justify that? Anyways, I digress.
I have nothing. This is a WBO sanctioned fight for me and Tio at a different weight class. So why would I pay you any money? So I just felt like they're trying to rob me. But truthfully, I feel like they issue was more so with Bud because this didn't happen, and they didn't come to us with this until they started having issues with Bud Crawford. And I felt like that wasn't right either, because if me and you, Mauricio, and all these people with the WBC, we got a relationship and we cool, why are you taking out your beef that you got with Bud on me? And I just don't respect it.
Man, I respect the stance. You gotta do it. I think you said something like, I'd rather get that money to my daughter, to my baby girl.
Facts.
And when you start doing the math, all the money we start giving them, brother, you giving away mortgages, houses, cars, tuition, vacations, and we're gonna keep talking about this over time because it's gonna continue to be an issue. But the sanctioning bodies, man, and more specifically the WBC, y'all gotta stop with that stuff. And the guilt trip that y'all use is not gonna work. You trying to come for Bud Crawford and try to tarnish his name, or come for Shakur or any fighter that really know the business of boxing, that's not gonna work.
Especially when it's like we the ones risking our life. Like, I'm in the ring really risking my life. Things can go left at any given moment. And if that's the case, y'all should respect what we do and have some type of decency when it come down to me holding my belt that I sat there, I worked hard for, I put in the training camp, and how can you just strip me like that? I don't respect that.
Mauricio feels like the WBC made the fighter, and he doesn't understand that the fighter makes the WBC belt.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I wanted to fight for the WBC belt, not because it was nice and green or whatever. I wanted to fight for it because of the champions that had that belt. I saw Floyd have it. I saw Ali have it. I saw Sugar Ray Leonard have it. I said, I want that in my house.
Yeah,
that's the reason. So the sanctioning body does not make the fighter.
Facts.
And that's where the sanctioning body's dropping the ball at, especially the WBC. They think that we make you who you are. If you don't take your El Chapo working for ass back to Mexico with that bullshit, Mauricio Sulaiman, I never met you before. I seen you before, but I never met you before. But I would say, I'm gonna say this. The WBC as an organization and Mauricio Suleiman in particular, y'all some fuck niggas. Take that shitty ass belt and give it to all the Mexican fighters. Don't give a fuck. See how long that worked. If you look at the list of guys who put that belt on the map from a historical standpoint, you're going to find more that look like me than look like Mauricio Suleiman. Facts. Your daddy, Jose Suleiman, didn't, he was a shit eater too. R.I.P. to him. He was a shit eater too. But like Mauricio, you really a shit eater. See, I can talk like this because I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to fit in certain boxing circles. Fuck the circle. I made my own circle over here. So I'm gonna tell her how I motherfucking feel. Fuck another nigga feelings. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. I didn't mean to go off on a tangent a little bit, but let's get back into it.
The fighter makes the sanction the body and the belt.
Facts, I agree. And
so
I wanted to fight for the belts for the same reason. When I seen everybody like y'all with the belts and flashing them. So, yeah.
But you get to a point, and this is the part that they struggle with. I need it to a certain degree. But then when I get to a certain point, I get smarter on the business side and say, man, I was okay giving you that money. I'm not okay giving you that money no more.
Fact.
And then number two, I really don't need your belt. They're going to come see me.
See, this is the thing too, right? This is the thing too. Andre Ward just dropped some gems. If you somebody like an Oshaki, see, there's levels to this. There's levels. When you become a champion for a promotion to come to like a top rank Don King Promotions when he was popping, Queensberry, Matchroom, Golden Boy, you get your pay increases once you become a champion. But the problem in today's time, the sanctioning bodies move more like a mafia organization. They make you feel like it's a privilege for you to wear our belt. No, it's a privilege for me to wear your belt. Because without me wearing that belt, you don't get a sanctioning fee. Sanctioning bodies didn't used to move like this. Not like that. Like Mauricio is the one that's out in the open. So I talk about him because he's a fuck nigga. He's a fat fuck nigga. So that's why I talk about him. I know we got fans of Mauricio Suleiman. I give a fuck about your fans. Take that shit back across the border. I said what I said, I stand on it. True. Said what I said, I stand on it. I ain't apologizing for shit. I mean every motherfucking thing I say. The way I said it, how I said it. If a motherfucker get offended, take it how you want to take it. I don't care. Let's go.
Regardless.
Facts.
Gotta accept that. So I appreciate you making a stand on that. Another name that you keep getting linked with is Devin Haney. Another fighter you got a lot of history with, came up in the amateur.
Y'all see this? Now this is what I was talking about. Y'all see this? Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson came up together in the amateurs. You niggas in the chat who team Shakur, you didn't come up with Shakur Stevenson in the amateurs. You niggas in the chat that's team Devin Haney, you didn't come up with Devin Haney in the amateurs. Those guys have history. I told y'all yesterday, whatever beef you got with the Haneys and whatever beef the Haneys got with the Stevensons, guess what? The Haneys and the Stevensons, they ain't got no beef with each other. You might have beef in the chat for whatever the reason you got beef for, but they don't have beef. Y'all need to do some research on how these boys came up. How much do you know your favorite fighter in today's time? While you fanned out, them niggas talking to each other on the phone. While you fanned out, they negotiating deals in the background or whatever. Take it or leave it alone, man. That's all I can tell you. Shit, I don't know what else to tell you.
It's a fight that's gonna get hard to get made because of the weight difference. Is that how you see it?
I mean, I just feel like, see how you just said, like what you said about the belts, right? I agree. Like, I feel the same way about the belts. I appreciate them.
Yeah.
Also,
it's a place for it.
For everything that they did. But when we talking about like a Devin Haney fight, he got a belt at 147 pounds. I got a belt at 140 pounds. I'm willing to move around and meet at certain weights if the fight is that big and is that serious. And I'm down. Like, I'm all for making the biggest and best fights happen, but I'm not just about to just give you what you want. Like, who are you for me to, and no disrespect to Devin, like, Devin, you're a hell of a fighter, but who are you for me to just be like, oh, I'm going to give you exactly, I'm pound for pound one of the best fighters in the sport of boxing, bro. What I got to go to 147 for you for when me and you could meet in the middle? We could meet 144.
That's what you're proposing. 44.
Let's do it. What's the problem? I don't see the issue. You just...
So he said, well, let's do it. What's the problem? So guess what? He's been entertaining it. What y'all don't know, they've been negotiating all this time. I need the white man. Well, Sean Zytel came out and said it. So I'm waiting on some more white folks to talk. If you're black, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't care who it is. It could be Bill Haney, it could be Jay Prince, it could be Shakur Stevenson, it could be Devin Haney, it could be anybody that's black. If you black, we can't believe you. Not because that's what I believe, but we got to hear from the white man because he is more believable. So we need to hear something from the sand nigga, Turkey Al-Sheikh. We need to hear something from the good white folks, John Zytel, Mike Coppinger. What's any more good white folk reporters that y'all like so much? Let's see, can we find some of them? Let's see, can we Dana White? Let's see, can we get Zuffa? We need to hear something official. Because there's so many lies out there. And so much misinformation and so much misdirection. Everybody lying. Somebody's telling the truth, but it's so many lies out there that people can't decipher the truth from the lie. Because of what the fighter is saying. Man, I don't know nothing about that. Shit, that ain't none of that true. And then come to find out he was lying and he said, let me stop gaslighting y'all. Real business is done behind closed doors. That's what Shakur Stevenson said. I'm gonna pull his tweet up. It's gonna be a slow nigga that ain't gonna be able to understand what he's talking about because his emotions is involved. How you hate a nigga you don't even know? I mean, from a personal standpoint, this ain't nothing like this shit business. See, this is the difference between business people and regular people. People who are really business people, they don't make business moves based off of personal decisions. Personal feelings is what I'm saying. You know, you don't heard the saying before, this ain't personal, it's business. The average everyday motherfucker don't know nothing about business. They know about being a worker bee. You know what a worker bee is? Someone who has a job. But they don't know nothing about business. So your fighter, and if you've been over here a long time, I've been telling you, your fighter doesn't take the position that you take. Because your fighter is an independent contractor. Once a fighter reaches a certain level, they don't need the belt no more. The belts are for the little up-and-coming niggas. People who really don't have that much leverage. There's levels to this. Somebody like a Bam Rodriguez, he need the belt. He's a phenomenal fighter. But because he's fighting at a 115 or something that small, he need that belt. Because he don't make a whole lot of money like that anyways, but he need the belt. Somebody like Shakur Foster, he need that belt. Raymond Ford, he need that belt. Those type of fighters who have a established name and a brand already in the sport of boxing, they don't need the belt no more. Shakur Stevenson don't need no belt. Devin Haney don't need no belt. Canelo Alvarez, he don't need no belt. Tank Davis, he don't need no belt. Tank gonna sell out anywhere he go, whether he got a belt or don't have a belt. His fans ain't sitting back saying, yeah, dawg, you know what? Tank ain't got no belt, so he done lost value. We ain't going to see him. Them motherfuckers from Baltimore and all over the country who love Tank Davis, they gonna come see Tank. See, when you on that level, you don't need a belt no more. That's the truth. Especially now, you got Zuffa Boxing here, Turkey Island Sheik here. The game don't change. You did? Let me get back to it, and then I'm gonna drop these phone lines. Lego.
Hold up. Let's remember correctly. He fought Brian Norman, and before that fight, he fought Jose Ramirez. When he fought Jose Ramirez, the weight was at 144 pounds. So if he's fighting at 144 pounds against Jose Ramirez 2 fights ago, what is the problem with fighting me at 144 pounds? That's how I look at it.
And the Haney's, their stance is they don't want to go past 147.
I mean, that's what they say, but like I said, once again, we could sit at the table and negotiate, and that has never even happened yet. Bill is I'm not going to say he a cool guy. He be tweaking on the internet. But I respect Bill. Like, I respect Bill for what he do for his son. I don't mind sitting at a real table, me and you, Devin, Jay, and we could sit there and negotiate and find what's right for the fight to happen. Let's do it. We all businessmen. We all could handle our own at the business table. So that's how I look at it. Like, I see Devin Haney as a hell of a fighter. I see Bill as a hell of a businessman, but if y'all really about y'all business and that's what y'all want, let's make it happen.
All right. This is what I know. I don't know exactly when that interview happened. I can't tell you a specific date. It was recently, though. It was recent, a specific date. But as you guys know, the things have gone a lot further along now. Now, we saw the tweet and all that stuff there. I can't really get excited about a tweet is because, like, one day, like Shakur say something on Twitter, then he'll retract it. Or this guy say something on Twitter and he'll retract it. Or that guy. So we know deals don't get made on Twitter. We do know that. Deals do not get made in the chats. Like Shakur didn't say, yeah, man, fuck Devin Haney. And he's an old push-ass nigga and he's a bitch and this and that. And I ain't fighting. No, Shakur ain't taking the position that his fans are taking. He's not taking your position. He talking like a businessman now. You talking about your feelings, how you feel. Nobody give a fuck about your feelings, nigga. Don't nobody know what you look like. If you met Shakur, he'll make you feel like shit. Just do what Tank Davis told his fans. Shut up and be a fan.
True, true, true.
Yeah, that's just it. Let me get ready to drop these. Hold on, what we got right here? Let's shut this down. Get ready to drop these phone lines. I got a lot of stuff running in the background. Let me go ahead and end this task. A lot of stuff running in the background. I'm ending shit. As Microsoft get shut down. End Microsoft task right quick. I got my cell case. I'm at 29%. All right. It is what it is, man. I'm finna get ready to drop these phone lines. Hold on, let me make sure we ain't got no more cash outs. It might have been the cash out I might have missed. See no more cash outs I missed? Oh, okay. Yeah, we got another cash out.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to J-Rock for dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Okay, J-Rock.
Playtime's over, boy.
Somebody named J-Rock. I don't think this J-Rock from DC. I don't know. The picture look different. Anyways, he said, man, shout out coach, man. Shout out coach, man. Keep doing great work. I appreciate you, brother. Matter of fact, y'all know what we got to do. We got to hit him. We got to hit him with the Huggy Bear.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, man, phone line's open.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. It's Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Yeah, man. Yeah, what up, man? Shout out to H-Town T, man. Shout out to Tila. Tila, what's going on, Tila? Let's see, we got H-Town T, Brandon Sweet Like Candy. Shout out to Curtis. Mr. Curtis Robinson, what's going on, brother? Curtis Robinson in his BI. Salute, fam. We got Akila here. We got Jamie. What you say, Akila? She said, what's up, them New York Knicks? Yeah, the Knicks did their thing last night. They did their thing. They came back. You did. And guess what? I'm assuming that no one from San Antonio got beat up because y'all won. Let's see. Shout out to Def Ramon. Salute, Def Ramon. Yeah, man, I kind of like, again, I love Andre Ward's interviewing style. Him and Andre, Andre Ward used to manage Shakur Stevenson. He was a co-manager along with Jay Prince. Then I think they kind of like severed ties. It was something that happened nothing bad happened. I think they severed ties, and Dre got compensated and all that stuff there. Shakur came out with the stamp of approval. Like when he came out at the Olympics, he had the stamp of approval from Floyd Mayweather. Bill Haney used to do a lot for that kid. Him, not only just Shakur, but a lot of other people. You know what I mean? These are the stories that y'all don't never hear about. You'll never hear about that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people in the amateurs. Every time I hear these fighters talk about Devin Haney, they talk about when they was in the amateurs, they talk about how nice he used to dress. Bill used to pull up and Rolls Royces and shit like that. Like, oh, he come from money. I never understood somebody getting mad at somebody for coming from money. You need to listen. You need to talk to your parents about why you was born in poverty. Your mama did the best she could. Your mom and dad did the best they could. Instead of sit back, oh man, he ain't this and he ain't that. Y'all sitting on talking about, well, the fight ain't this and ain't that. But so let me this why I body a motherfucker at. When y'all talk about these fighters, whether it's Canelo, Terrence Crawford, Shakur, Devin, Usyk, Tank, whoever. See, this why I body a fanboy at. This why I body you at. Whether you like any of these fighters have a career, and they are on top of their game in their career. They have accomplished a lot in their career. I'm talking about the top guys who are the high earners, who some of y'all be arguing and debating about and shitting on and talking bad about, whether it's Crawford or whoever the case may be, or Haney, Devin, or Shakur, or whoever. It don't matter, right? Or Tank, or whoever, right? These guys are masters and have accomplished great things coming from nothing, and some came from better backgrounds than others. They are high achievers in their career. And I hear people talk shit on certain fighters like, oh man, that motherfucker ain't did that, he ain't fought this, he ain't did that. And we laugh and kiki and joke about it a lot.
But this ball been taking the easy matches, fighting other balls.
Some motherfucker do be cherry picking, strategically moving across the boxing chessboard, taking the less dangerous fights and fighting guys who they know they can beat. Some people do that. But I say all that to say this. Before I even think about shitting on somebody about their accomplishments in their career, the question I have for you is this. What have you accomplished in your career? Ponder on that question. Shout out to A-Sound T. Dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, so let me get this straight. So it takes the same white man who's been lying to us for hundreds of years to say something for us to believe it. we don't see how ass backwards that is. That's pretty much in a nutshell.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, what have you accomplished in your career? Lord have mercy, boy. That shit right there, boy. That's ooh. Anyway, let me go over here and see what we got. Shout out to boxing. Shout out to boxing. Dr. Boxing. Salute, fam. Shout out to Dr. Boxing. Shout out to everybody watching on Facebook, X, Boxing with Coach Malachi, and True Media Podcast. And yeah, I said Kick as well. Kick as well. We ain't got but one person watching on Facebook. Shout out to Tila. What to say, Tila? Shout out to Tila. Shout out to Aquila. Shout out to G5 from the Bronx. The Cincinnati Cobra, man. Keith's Bulldogs. Keith, what's going on, baby boy? Nah, but you know what, though? Nah, what it is this. This what it is. This what it is, T. You know, to be fair, you can't really, but you know, like, you can't believe YouTube channel, whether it's my channel or anyone's channel, or even people in the media until something has been unless something has been like you know, confirmed by, there has to be an official announcement. Carla, hold on. There has to be an official announcement. So, and I think what happens is the boxing fans have been lied to so much, and there's been so much shit going, especially in America. And like America, it seems like it's just so hard to make fights. Bro, like, it ain't never used to be like this. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me.
Yes, sir. I watched the same interview you watched, right? And you know, I'm gonna call in here and give Shakur props and respect because you know, this is the first time I will see him act like a diva in week. But here he's calm, collective, you know, and he's sounding like a real one. I like his you know, his confidence. He's talking about Devin Haney like he's got the fight in the bag already. I like that. But now I realize he's talking from the business side of things that we don't know nothing about. I don't, you know? And I understood where he's coming from. The kid's been doing this a long time, man. You know what I'm saying? He's got demands too. I get it now. You know, that fight is big. It's too big not to happen. It will happen. You know? Either way, I'm going to support it, whether it's a catchphrase or not. That's the only issue I got. But like you said, Coach, they don't give a fuck about my opinions and feelings. So that's on them. But yeah, man, I like the interview, bro. He made some valid points, you know. Again, as a businessman, I can see what you know what he's talking about. And again, you know, we gotta respect his wishes or demands, whatever it is, man. He sounds like he's willing to make the fight. I don't know, Coach. What do you think, man? I'm not
gonna lie, man. I've heard. I'm telling you, the people who I spoke to over there at Zuffa Boxing, I'm hearing that they did sign a contract. Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, the people who have the money, they are the ones who want to make this fight. And all I'm saying is, Shakur Stevenson can walk away and just go back to making $3 million. He can do that. But my question that I have for you is this. If you had an opportunity to fight one fight for 5 times more than what your normal pay rate, would you take that fight or would you go back to making less? So that's my question will be. So that's how I'm looking at it from a business standpoint.
Yeah.
Listen, check this out, Jamie. I got to say this before I forget. There was somebody in the chat. I saw yesterday's show. Look at the replay. And they said they gave one of the dumbest analogies I've ever heard in my life. They say, well, look, just because you're moving bricks don't mean you stop selling ounces. And I'm like, what the fuck does bricks and ounces got to do with a fighter making got an opportunity to make $15 million a fight, but then he'll turn that down to go fight somebody for ounces money. That's stupid. Nigga, if I'm selling bricks and I'm moving bricks, I'm making more money than a nigga that's selling ounces. Why would I want to turn down the money that I'm gonna make to sell the bricks just to go sell ounces? Yeah, go get that too. Turn this down. Like that. Like it's either or. It's either you gonna take this big fight or you gonna go back to what you was doing. So when listen, and then somebody said that in the comment section. I said, yeah, Lord have mercy, boy. I say, and this is how I know how low IQ these motherfuckers is.
Yeah.
If you Shakur Stevenson, and you can get Devin Haney to fight you at a 144-pound catch weight for $15 million, you don't say, you know what? Fuck that. I'm finna go down here. And fight Osaki Foster. Because that's a top rank fighter. You think Bob Arum gonna pay you $15 million? No. You think because Bob Arum know what your pay rate is. You ain't no draw like that. You ain't doing pay-per-views where we can see that kind of money back and breaking live gate records where we can see that kind of money back. That's the truth. The only black fighter that do great numbers at the gate is Tank Davis. That's it.
Yeah. Another guy that makes good money in the UK, no belt, it's kind of Ben. He fights in stadiums, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, coach, yeah, man, listen, again, the money's too good to pass that up, bro. Both teams, they're not going to pass that up, bro. If they do, they'll be fooled. And, hey, it's all about the money, bro. We know that. It's no secret. Yeah. So Shakur and fucking Devin Haney, make it work, man. Get that money, bro. Generational wealth, bro. That's something that everybody's after. They got it. You know, they're already rich, but, hey, why not more? That's my call, coach.
Slow down. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Cali, calling from ATL.
Cali, you say Cali calling from ATL. Talk to me.
So I've been watching this, man, you know, and I know Bill do what's best for his son. And I commend that. Because like you said before, there's a lot of fathers that ain't out there, that ain't looking out for their kids doing stuff. But at the same time, Shakur got to do what's best for him. You know, I've been kind of paying attention to this, and even with this Ward, that's an older interview.
Yeah.
And in that interview, he been said that when I get to 147, that's probably going to be my last stop. He came to Bill and Devin before, gave them a proposition, and said, if you come to 144, we can meet in the middle, and then we can fight. Jay Prince and Bill sat down. They did the interview. They played the interview where they said that Bill said, no, we only fighting in 147. We ain't coming down. And Shakur said, that's fine. I'm not coming all the way up. Either we can meet in the middle or that's it. And then they tried to play him and only give him that 25%. So even at that time, it was both. It was the money and the weight.
Okay. You said 25%. Are you talking about at 135? Because it seems like you're mixing two things now. Now you went back to the 25%
No.
at 135.
No, it was at the catch weight 144. The negotiation that him and Jay Prince, that Bill and Jay Prince sat down and did, the live interview. What was that on the $1 million?
Yeah, that wasn't a live interview. But this what you're talking about. You're talking about the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast when Bill Haney was there and Wallow called Jay Prince, and I know that conversation very well. What you're talking about. So there was nothing. There was nothing about no 25%. That's not true. But go ahead.
So the money wasn't with that one, but the catchweight was, right?
Yeah. Brother, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, this was going on. So the 25%. That's when Devin was at 135, and he was undisputed. And that was that. We passed that. This situation here is the reason why the Haneys want to fight Devin Haney or want to fight Shakur Stevenson is because the people at Zuffa Boxing, they have big money to make a fight to pay Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney to fight each other. That's what's going on. And, so Zuffa. So you're right about that. Devin Haney was like, we ain't coming down. We staying at 147. Shakur said that, it got to be at 144. Right. But this same Shakur Stevenson said that I don't know nothing about no negotiation with the Haneys. I don't know nothing about. He denied all of it. Only to come to find out that they've been negotiating all along. So Jay Prince did say on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, he said, well, Shakur really a 135 pounder. He ain't that big, and he ain't coming to 147. He said the only way we can make a fight if you meet us halfway, come to 144. So the Haneys was on their position, just like you said, and Shakur, Jay Prince was holding his position. Now Haney says on Twitter that if I come down to 144, we got to fight. Shakur Stevenson said yes. And when I saw this interview with Shakur, and this interview ain't that old. It's not like it's a month or two old. Like this interview been like it's a few weeks old. Yeah, it's a few weeks old. But in this interview, what I got his position because Shakur Stevenson is a pound for pound fighter, bro. He's the top three. He's number 3 on the pound for pound list. And why should he have to pretty much give in to what Devin Haney wants? When he like, look, I'll fight you, but I ain't got to fight you at the weight you want. Fight me at 144 if you really want this money and make that fight. So I'm looking at it from his perspective, objectively. I'm like, you know what? I can see that. That's fair. I can see that.
And that's all I was saying. This is my first time ever calling into a podcast or anything, man.
Yes, sir.
But it was just aggravating me so much that people wasn't seeing it from both points of view. Bill is doing what's best for Devin, and Shakur doing what's best for him. And that's what it boiled down to. Like you said, he ain't gonna let Bill and them force him into doing something that he don't feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's fair. I think that's fair. They both good boxers, and you know what I'm saying, they both doing what's best for them. But at the end of the day, at this point, the only reason that Bill was pressing him is because they wanted that money from that deal. That's the only reason that they came and started pressing him so much, because they could have been there and said, we'll do 144.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't convenient for you before.
And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with pressing the fight because you want to get the money from the deal?
It's nothing. Yeah. No, it's nothing wrong with that, but you muddying the waters, making it seem like Shakur didn't want to do this and he didn't want. That wasn't what it was. It was that he felt like I wasn't going to be forced into a situation that wasn't going to be beneficial to both of them. That's all I was saying.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, salute, fam. Hey, man, shout out to Cali, man.
I appreciate you.
Yes, I appreciate you too, brother. Thank you for calling the show, Cali, man.
Coach.
ATL, salute.
You're doing good work.
Yes, sir.
Good work.
Yeah, I can't never fault a man. I'm not saying that's what Cali was saying. I was just trying to make sure. But I never fault a man for trying to get more money out of a situation. Cause I didn't think about it that way. I didn't think about it that way. Cause if you're a Haney fan, you feel like, oh, the nigga scared. He don't want to come to 147, but he said he'll go to 154 to fight Conor Ben. Yeah, he said that. Fighters lie all the time. That's why you really can't listen to what no fighter says. You got to listen to what the people who tell the fighters what to do. You got to listen to the people who control the fighters. You know who control the fighters? Turk Al-Sheikh, Bob Arum, Oscar De La Hoya, Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren, Al Heyman, boxing managers. Now, this is the thing about the boxing managers. If a fighter has a manager, the manager works for the fighter. The fighter don't work for the manager. I don't know if y'all know that. If a fighter has a manager, the fighter don't work for the manager work for the fighter. Because I hear people say, well, yeah, Jay Prince made this move with Keyshawn, moved him up to welterweight, and Keyshawn ain't know nothing about that. His manager didn't tell him. And I'm like, fam, are you really that silly to believe some dumbass shit like that? The manager works for the fighter. There's nothing that will go on in a boxer's career unless the manager's doing something nefarious, because that do happen. But as it relates to moving up in weight, Because the fighters say, well, look, I ain't ready to, just like Jay Prince say, well, yeah, man, Shakur, man, he ain't no 147 pounder. He really a 135 pounder. Even though he ain't gonna never have another fight at 135 ever again. So he's not a 135 pounder anymore. He's a 140 pounder. And he missed weight before. So we know that. There's no way a fighter is going to be moved up in a weight division and he know nothing about it. If you believe that, if you believe that, I got some rainwater to sell you for $25. True. Some of these fighters, they do allow their managers to have too much power because the fighters are not the most intelligent people in the world. I want y'all to understand this here. They are gifted because they know how to throw hands. Don't confuse a great fighter who know how to box as someone that's intelligent when it comes to doing business. Those are two different things. So sometimes a fighter will give their manager too much power, too much control. And the manager and the fighter got to do what the manager tell him to do, even though the manager is supposed to work for the fighter. So sometimes that do happen. But as it relates to a promoter, the promoter always is in control of the situation. Ask Virgil Ortiz. He got a manager named Rick Morigian, and Virgil Ortiz has on the shelf right now. Waiting on, bruh, that man ain't gonna fight no more this year. Virgil Ortiz will not have another fight this year. So his primary income comes from boxing. If he ain't got no fight, he tied up in court. He got to do something. He got to do something in order to continue to have more money coming in. Because his ass on the shelf. And guess what? The bills don't stop because you got beef with your promoter and y'all held up in arbitration. The light bill don't say, well, you know what, dog? Check this out, Virgil. Listen, baby boy, I know boxing is your primary source of income, but since you going through things with your promoter, don't worry about it. The mortgage you got to pay, the car notes, the light bill, the water bill, you got kids, your daycare, all that there. Don't even worry about that, baby boy. We're going to put all that on hold until you get this situated. No, boxing is his primary source of income. His promoter got him held up. He sued his promoter. His promoter countersuing, and now he's stuck like Chuck. He tried to get out of the contract that he willfully signed. Don't work that way. So when you have a fighter that comes along like a Bernard Hopkins, who say, you know what? I don't have my issues with Don King. I ain't fucking with that no more. B-Hop took his career in his own hands. He did it his way. He managed himself. He negotiated his own contracts with his attorney. And whatever he didn't understand, his attorney was right there with him. Y'all go back and study Bernard Hopkins. Oh, he was in this day and time, a whole lot of fans went like him because a lot of y'all fans today, y'all are fans of promotional companies, y'all are fans of sanctioning bodies. Y'all ain't give nobody like Bernard Hopkins couldn't even fit in this era. Not the fan base online. And guess what? B-Hop did it his way, and eventually he ended up getting all of the big name fighters. He got Oscar, he got Tito, he got all of the top name fighters. He outlasted them. Same thing with Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Hagler did not get a shot at the middleweight title, the undisputed middleweight title, until his 50th professional fight. And guess how he got it? He had to get with his people. They had to get with Tip O'Neill from Congress. I think he was a senator or he was a part of the House of Representatives in the Washington, D.C. That's how he got a shot at the title. Because he sent the letter threatening all of the promoters. Look here, man, y'all don't want to work with this guy, whatever. Yeah, we gonna start doing A, B, C, and D. And then that's when he started working with Bob Arum. Some fighters, listen, it ain't everybody ain't credit equal, bro. Life ain't fair. Some fighters gotta get it the hard way. Some fighters get it the easy way. Some fighters, they just beloved by the machine. Oscar De La Hoya was a fighter. He was beloved by the machine of boxing. Sugar Ray Leonard, he was beloved. He was beloved by the machine of boxing. Corporate sponsorships, Hollywood, commercial endorsements. He was just that guy. Nigga like Hagler had to get it like from the mud. Didn't nobody do him no favors. He literally had to punch his way through this motherfucker. Because he wasn't the darling of the sport. Some motherfuckers have become the darlings. In this day and age in American boxing, I don't know who would be the darling of the sport. Maybe Canelo in America. I guess for black boxing fans, I don't know. Maybe Tank Davis would be the darling. The hood love Tank. Some people, and see, this is why I like O'Shaquie Fulton so much. Because I'm like, man, Shock really came from nothing. Not saying that if he didn't come from nothing, that would devalue him. But it's just, if you come from similar circumstances, you could connect more with the guy who come from your background. But that don't mean the guy who didn't come from your background is not a great fighter, not a hell of a fighter. But you can't chastise the guy who father or mother made the right moves with them. You got to play the cards that's dealt to you. Me, I'm playing the cards that's dealt to me. Nobody owes me anything. Ain't nobody going to give me nothing. I understand that. I got to go get it. The way I look at it, God created this universe. Matter of fact, did I get the super chat? See. Shout out to official PG Got Beats for dropping that. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
PG Got Beats, man. Salute to you, brother. Hey, listen, we got to hit you with the Huggy Beat.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, so my thing is like I said before, fam, like life is not created equal. When the universe is created, when I don't know, whatever deity you believe in, something or someone, some being that's higher than us created all of this. And everybody ain't human beings. You have ants, you have different kind of insects, you have different kind of species on the planet. You have the sun that's out in this particular galaxy that we are in, within the realms of the universe. I don't know how many galaxies that there are in the universe. It's nothing but darkness. But everything was created. The sun does what it was supposed to do. And you have a bunch of suns around space. They're called stars, right? And it does what it's supposed to do. The sun gonna shine every motherfucking day. Shining, dog. I'm shining. Bright than a motherfucker. My light is so powerful that I'm able to hold any planet that's within my sphere. Wherever my light reaches, I'm able to keep them positioned properly in space and have them rotating. Spinning on their axis while rotating around me. Gravitational pull. When I walk outside, it's bright outside right now. It's like 90 degrees here right now. It's bright outside. When the sun, the reason why I don't take the position to be jealous of a motherfucker or hate on another motherfucker because of material possessions or because how successful they are in life, guess what? When the sun shine, it just don't shine on them. It shine on me too. If you focus on the light that's shining on you, you won't have time to hate on another nigga or for the light that's shining on him. The same God that created you created him. The same light that's shining on him that's shining on you. You don't like the light. You can't even recognize the light that's shining on you because you too busy looking at, you so ungrateful, you too busy looking at the light shining on somebody else. But that's another story for another day. But I agree with Shakur Stevenson. Now listen to it. I agree with him as it relates to, you know what, I'm a pound for pound fighter. You don't tell me that, hey, look, yeah, we want to make this fight for big money, but you're going to fight me at the weight I want you to fight me at. Because Devin Haney is one half of the equation. Shakur Stevenson is the second half of the equation. And the only way the two halves can get the money, the two halves have to come together to become one. There has to be an agreement on one solid thing. Has to be an agreement. Devin Haney needs Shakur Stevenson just as much as Shakur Stevenson needs Devin Haney. What do I mean by that? Well, y'all don't fought each other before. Y'all don't sparred each other before. Y'all don't fought each other in the amateurs, and y'all been friends, and y'all came up together throughout boxing. Those are the facts. Your fan bases don't understand. Your fan bases have chosen sides. They don't know you. But that's cool. That's what boxing fans in America do. Both of y'all need each other. Y'all ain't got no options. Well, y'all got options, but your options lead to what? Lead to what? No money. Because your options is this. Let me go fight one of the top ranked fighters. Let me go fight one of Matchroom fighters. Let me go fight one of PBC fighters. Let me go fight one of Golden Boy fighters. Well, what you think Al Heyman gonna pay you to fight his fighter? What you think Oscar De La Hoya, Eddie Hearn, and the Top Rank gonna pay you to fight their fighter? In order for y'all to get the money that y'all want, y'all need each other. Those are the facts. You can go fight whoever you want to fight. You ain't gonna get that. You ain't gonna get no big money. Caller, what's your name? What you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's the real McCoy from St. Louis.
The real McCoy, talk to me.
Hey, man, I got a question here. Well, everything you just stated, all facts. I agree with Shakur on this particular topic, you know, about the his names being bigger than the belts. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know, you can't. That sanctioning body, that bully tactic shit they doing, dude ain't got the sauce like his dad did. Suleiman, I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
He must have wasn't listening, probably listening to his mama or some shit at that point. I don't know why he didn't get the game from Pops like that. But my whole thing is what I'm calling in for is Shakur is at 140, Devin is at 47. Why are we trying to do a catchweight when Keyshawn is at 47 now? What's the big idea with?
Go ahead. Sorry about that, bro.
I was saying, what's the big idea with Devin and Shakur? I mean, Devin and Keyshawn not putting this together. Why Shakur got to be enough for that?
Well, prior to that's an easy answer. Prior to Keyshawn Davis being moved up to 47, they was already in negotiations to fight each other. The people who are putting the money up, Zuffa Boxing said this: we want to make a fight with Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. We don't want to make a fight with Devin Haney and Keyshawn Davis. We want to make a fight with Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. So we're going to offer you $15 million, Shakur, and we're going to offer Devin 20, 25 million or whatever he getting paid because he's the champion. And we want y'all to fight for that much amount of money. So they're not interested in the Keyshawn Davis. That's one. Two, Keyshawn Davis is the number one guy, but guess what? The mandatory is not due until August. Because we've been hearing that Keyshawn is the mandatory. Keyshawn is the mandatory. He's not the mandatory.
Yeah.
He's the number one guy.
Okay.
He becomes the mandatory when the sanctioning bodies mandate it. Until the sanctioning body's mandated, he's not the mandatory. He's the number one guy. The sanctioning bodies will more than likely, my brother Real McCoy, they're gonna sanction that fight in August. If Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson can make a fight before then, this is why you don't hear the WBO saying, okay, Shakur, Devin, Keyshawn is the mandatory. We going to mandate the fight, and you got 30 days to make a fight or not. We're gonna strip you of the belt and do that. You don't hear nothing from the WBO because you want to know why? The fight is not mandated until August.
Okay.
Yes, sir. That's what's going on.
Okay, right on for that game. Now, so my thing is this then. I ain't gonna say if that's true. With that being said, Keyshawn and Shakur, we homeboys. We ain't finna fight each other. Ain't you stepping on my toes now by negotiating with this dude? And I'm trying to get this. Or is it, man? Fuck you. I'm trying to get this 15M.
Well,
I don't know what's reported, the money that's being reported. Because I'm just saying, if that's the case, it's like, man, bro, you go ahead on and do that. I'm gonna run this 140, and then we just gonna do it like that. Because I'm really not a 47 fighter. I always made weight. Only one time in my career, I think Shakur.
He missed weight. He missed weight at
crying
featherweight.
about that shit.
That's featherweight. Yep.
Yeah, that's the only time he ever. And then 135, you never heard no shit like that. 140, you never heard no shit like that. You can see in his face, his demeanor, he was pissed that he couldn't make that weight. So, I'm good. I'm sold on that. But what's confusing me is if that's the case, then is Keyshawn hating on Shakur? Or is Shakur why can't we get this?
This is the thing. Keyshawn and Shakur is brothers, play brothers, and Keyshawn is going along with it. Like everybody know what's going on. Like, don't let Keyshawn fool y'all. He on Twitter and he stepping on his brother's toes. Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson have the same manager. You would be crazy to believe that all this stuff was going on with Shakur and Devin and Zupa Boston and Jay Prince is the one that's negotiating this and Devin and Keyshawn Davis didn't know nothing about it. They all on the same team. Keyshawn Davis is being a good little brother. Shakur is dictating everything, and he's doing what the fuck Shakur and Jay Prince telling him to do. Forget all the pump faking you see he doing on the sideline. He don't look at it like, oh, you stepping on my toes and this and that. He may come out and play like that, but all of them on the same team. This is what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like that's his brother. He gonna do what the fuck Shakur tell him to do, and that's what's going on.
And that's it.
Yeah. He can't force nothing.
Damn.
He can't force nothing with the WBO to challenge Devin Haney until August.
So
that's why he ain't doing it now.
So what? Yeah. And he not. So it's other champions at 47. Keyshawn, you got other champions. You should be trying. If you know that my homeboy and him, they working on something. What the fuck am I jumping in saying that I want to fight on for anyway? I'm gonna call another 47 and let them make the catch weight. Let them do that, and let me get another belt over here.
Yeah, it's just all theatrics. It's just all theatrics, man. I don't even look more into that shit. Like when these fighters get on Twitter and start doing this and shooting videos, bro, Shakur Stevenson said it best.
Ignore.
Yeah, don't even get caught up in that, man. I'm gonna show you a tweet. Hey, real McCoy, I'm gonna show you a tweet that Shakur said. Let me read this tweet for you, brother, before you go. Shakur Stevenson said, all BS aside, this was yesterday. He said, all BS aside, let me stop rage baiting y'all. All real negotiations happen offline. Fight date to be announced soon.
Okay.
Now, who is he fighting?
Don't know. He didn't say. He didn't say. I mean, I can assume him and Devin, but I can't say that because we can't say until it's official announcement. Until it's official announcement, I wonder if these dudes finna go into love and hip hop for boxers. I wonder if somebody gonna do some shit like that, or some baddie boxers or some shit. These dudes, I mean, this shit is just. It's hard to be a fan, bro. Like they really. All right, but that's my 2 minutes though. Right on for the game, coach. And hey, if you don't mind, could you expound on what you had said earlier? I had just turned on your channel when you was cooking about what them NBA players did a smart move or something like that. Like that was pretty dope. So
what you mean? What you mean? You mean you talking about Steven Jackson and Steven Jackson and I forgot Mike Barnes. They bought Showtime Boxing. They bought Showtime Boxing and turned it into All the Smoke podcast. That's why you see a lot of the old school boxing stuff on their channel as well. They own the rights to all that now.
Yeah. Oh, because I was so wondering how the fuck these dudes get to 1 million damn subscribers. I'm like, damn right, coach. I was wondering. And one more thing. You got my favorite phone, so now I know I'm tied to you. You put me on Nearly Fuller, and you got my favorite phone that you keep in the iPhone 7. Man, I wish I kept that phone. That's my favorite. I would have never upgraded. That iPhone 7, I said, yep. So, Brother Ties right here. This dude is a real one. It's official now, so. All right, man. STL to Tampa, man. Peace and blessings to you, bro.
Man, shout out to the Lou, man. Shout out to the Lou. Yeah, man, the Lou. St. Louis, boy. Hey, boy, they put the game down. Hey, shout out to Felicia, man. Shout out to Felicia. Felicia from St. Louis, too. That's a beautiful woman. Shout out to her husband as well. Yeah, man, the Lou, man. The St. Louis. Y'all, listen, St. Louis, man. Y'all got to check out the Lou. I ain't been to St. Louis in a long time, bro, but yeah, man. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Dang, man. So, hey, call back, man. I guess I took too long to answer the phone. Call back, man. Call back. Yeah, man. I mean, that's what's going on, brother. I mean, that's what's going on. Period. Like the people who got the money to control everything. That's just the reality of the situation. So, I mean, again, you can't believe nothing until it actually is official. And I get what the real McCoy is saying, because he's like, yeah, man, motherfuckers, we got to try to figure this out. This is cryptic. This guy capping. He really don't mean what he's saying, and this and that. It shouldn't be this way. Caller, what's your name when you calling from?
Coach, what's up, man? Yamas.
Yamas, talk to me.
What's going on? First of all, first things first, I want to thank the basketball gods. I want to thank the New York Knicks organization. I want to thank the good Knicks fans in New York City. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if you're out here, you put a Spurs jersey on, we ripping it off your fucking back, man. Let that be known. Yo, we got the lights out here, man.
Hey, y'all been like, man, damn that. Anybody with a jersey shirt on, we pull it up, take it off. It is what it is. Yeah, y'all. I picked the Knicks to win in 6. I picked y'all to win in 6.
Coach, I'm saying 5. But if it's in 6, we're gonna win at home, and it's gonna be even crazier, man. Last night, man, I was like, I felt like I was in a state of euphoria, man. I still can't believe they won that game.
Hey, man.
29, but we're gonna stick to the topic, man. I don't want to get too old. We do that on our personal time, man. I wish you would come up here for the parade. We talk about that another day.
Oh, the parade? Yeah. I'll come up for the parade when y'all win. Hell yeah, I'll come up for the parade. Check y'all. I have to make it. Yeah.
You gotta stay with my little Pluto, man, because you gotta be deep out here, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy out here. I hope they don't start looting this shit, man. But we're gonna talk about that later, man. What we gonna get? Now let me stop, man. Let me get back on the topic. Now I'm listening to the show today, man. I'm enjoying it because, like, they just proving, like I always say, the market determines what fighters get and what everything gets. Any market will determine,
that's true,
the profitability.
That's true.
And it's like Turkey Al-Rashid. When somebody like that enters the game, he ain't really out to make money as a regular promoter would. So he's overpaying guys. And then other fighters are seeing that, and they basing on what they're asking for on that. But that's not an inflated number. So, like, that's first thing first. Like, you ask for money that's not available. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the fans are suffering. It's hurting the game. And in the long run, it's going to hurt everybody's pockets. That's my perspective. As far as, like, friends not being able to get in there and fight, I disagree with that. Because when I was in the gym, the closest guys I was sparring with my closest friends in there. And we got friends based on us going at it, being competitive, telling each other what we doing wrong and making each other better. And in their case, they're going to get a nice payday. So that's what I think about that, man. And like, make sure, I'm anticipating that Bill Haney interview, man.
Yeah, it's dropping Sunday. It's dropping Sunday.
Because I like how he's honest without talking too much. He basically saying, like, a lot of the stuff they put out and being an interest of money, don't read too much of it. And on that note, man, I'm proud of them guys up all the smoke, man, because they bring a lot to the game.
Yes, sir.
I know, like you, them, y'all my favorite channels, hands down, man. But yo, I'm gonna end on that, man. Yo, game, yo, we winning this a 5, coach. Yo, if you're in New York City, keep your ass home with them jerseys, man, because we coming for you. Peace and love.
All right, salute, fam. Nigga, y'all was like, yeah, and motherfucker walking around the city with any jersey on other than the Knicks, they gonna get it. I say, man, god damn, y'all. hey, listen, it ain't gonna be no problems in San Antonio. They don't even get down like that. Y'all be like, man, fuck that. You know, New York. It's New York versus everybody. New York versus everybody right now. New York is like, New Yorkers don't give a damn. It's New York versus everybody. You see, it is what it is.
We the Charlotte Twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out.
What's up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlotte. Let's get it. Who won it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Mellow. Let's give out some shout outs, man. Shout out to Cole. Cole, what's going on, fam? We got Cole in here. We got my main man, Kendall Price is here. Hold on, we got another cash out. We got another cash. Matter of fact, hold on. As a matter of fact, brothers and sisters, I don't mean to do this to y'all, but I got to do this. Brothers and sisters, to all of the brothers and sisters out there, brothers and sisters, I need y'all to dig deep. This is what I need y'all to do. I need everybody to stand up. If you're driving trucks right now and you want to stop, pull over on the side of the road, or if you're working in the warehouse or you working in corporate America and in the office or whatever, this is what I need you to do. I need you to stand up. If you're a woman, I need you to stand up. If you're driving in your car, I need you to pull over to the side. I need you to stand up, reach deep down in your pockets, and I need you to come up with some money. True. I want you to dig deep down in your pockets. If you're a woman, dig deep down in your purse. That Louis Vuitton purse you got, that Chanel bag. I need you to dig deep. I need you to go all the way down to the bottom. And when you come up, I need you to come up with the paper. True. Hey, y'all know where I got that from?
If I wasn't a Christian man, I'd probably be kicking in your ass.
Hey, go look. Y'all go look at Richard Pryor had a TV show in the 70s called the Richard Pryor Show, and he played a preacher called Reverend Divine. I think his name was Reverend Divine or something like that, right? And he come out there. He say, I want you to come up. I want you to dig deep into your pockets, and I want you to come up. I want you to come up. I want you to come up with the paper. He said, that mean Joe Green is what we need. You know what I mean, bro? Y'all need to listen. Man, go look at the old Richard Pryor show. He played this preacher called Father Divine. Something like that. Father Divine. But that shit was hilarious, bro. He said, I want you to come up with the paper. You know what I mean? How you think I'm gonna keep the lights on over here? You see these lights? Don't y'all see this camera? Expensive camera? Y'all see all this stuff? Me traveling, going all over the world, doing interviews. How you think that get done? You see what I'm saying? You know, the white man ain't giving me no money. They ain't doing nothing. I can't get no money from Trump. I can't get no money from Congress. How you get what I'm saying? Like, where is this? I haven't been fortunate. I wasn't blessed with a silver spoon. I gotta go find the silver spoon. I gotta go dig deep for the silver spoon, and I need your support. True. See, that's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Jazz. Hey, okay. Jazz Life for dropping that $quarter over. Damn, dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over. He said, Coach, historically, a catchweight is not for the belt. So Debo can fight Shakur now and defend his belt against Keyshawn late 2026 or early 2027. Nah, you know what? Anything over 140 pounds is considered welterweight. Jazz. So when Keyshawn and when Shakur and Devin fight, it's going to be for the welterweight title. Now, this is the thing. I'm glad you brought that up. Check this out. If Keyshawn Davis can't get that fight, remember, the mandatory is not due until August. I'm going to show it to y'all. I got proof. It's not due until August. If a fight can be made with Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, and Zuffa Bosson announces it, then what would a sanctioning body do? I don't know. You get what I'm saying? I don't know what they'll do as it relates to that. But no, the WBO title's going to be on the line. I don't know if the WBO not going to acknowledge the fight or whatever. I don't know. They may say, well, if you fight that fight, we're going to take the belt. So be it. Because I'm not going to turn down $20 million to fight for a threat of having the belt taken away. Fuck that belt. You can have that belt. I'm finna get this money. Did you get what I'm saying? And it'd be dumb for a sanctioning body to do that, because if Devin Haney were to win, or if Shakur Stevenson were to win, guess what? That sanctioning body gets a percentage of that belt, gets a percentage of the fight purse. So it'll be dumb for them to do it, but these sanctioning bodies, you know, they do what they want to do with their own belts. It's their belt. You get what I'm saying? Sorry about that. I had to blow my nose. And another thing too, right? I mean, Keyshawn Davis can still fight Devin Haney. If he don't fight him next, he can fight him after Shakur. But the question I have is this. Let's say Shakur Stevenson beat Devin Haney. He is now the new WBO 147-pound champion. Keyshawn Davis is the number one guy. And by the time that fight happened, the mandate to fight for that title is going to be made by the WBO. Would Keyshawn Davis say, you know what, dog? I ain't going to fight my brother, so I don't want to. Listen, no one is talking about this. Let's say Keyshawn Davis, let's say Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney fight get made. Keyshawn Davis is the mandatory. You hear all the Keyshawn Davis fans, yeah, man, Devin's scared of Keyshawn. He don't fight his mandatory, I just explained to y'all that the mandatory is not due till August. All you got to do is look it up. Google is your friend.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
I'm the one that revealed that over here on this channel 2 days ago. I showed it to y'all. Matter of fact, let me show it again. So is Keyshawn gonna say, yeah, I really want that belt. I want to press my big bro? He ain't gonna do that. I'm pretty sure he ain't gonna do that. Yeah, whatever you say, big bro. Well, what you gonna do with the belt, big bro? Well, you know what, man? You know, I'm not really a 47-pounder. I'm going to just drop the belt and let you get it, little bro. I appreciate that, big bro. Because I ain't want to fight you for it. I appreciate that. You know who looking like a real sucker in all of this? To me. I'm finna make some fans from Norfolk, Virginia upset. Keyshawn Davis. He looking like a real sucker right now to me. I mean, you know, want to know why? Not because I think he's a sucker, but because you are just playing second fiddle to your play brother. According to your fans, he don't took the Teofimo fight from you. And if this fight gets announced, he don't took the Devin Haney fight from you. You still making that $1.5 million you making. And the people at Zufo, they not even interested in paying you big money to fight Devin Haney. They want to make a fight with 2 pound-for-pound fighters. One guy's ranked number 3 in the pound-for-pound list, and the other guy's ranked number 8 on the pound-for-pound list. They interested in that. They ain't interested in paying you. Keyshawn Davis is playing ball. Don't let him fool you with that. He gonna do whatever the fuck his big brother tell him to do. True. Shout out to Jazz. Shout out to Mo. Mo, what's up? Hey, what's up, baby? Man, shout out to Mo, man. Okay. Mo T in this bitch. He say, Coach, this is as deep as I can go, bro. Hey, look here, man. Listen. I met Mo T. He got a beautiful wife. He got kids, family. I understand, brother. Trust me, I get it. I get it, Mo. Don't worry about it, brother. We still gonna hit you. We still gonna hit you with an ugly belt. Now, Mo, I will say this here. You've been rocking with me for a while. So if that's the best you can do, so be it. But I tell you what. No. No, I'm just fucking with you. Mo. You know I rock with you, but dog.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Y'all go look up. Y'all go. I want you to come up with the paper. Y'all go look that up, man. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Salute, Coach. It's Akila.
The lovely Akila. Talk to me.
Hey, Coach. You said now you was just saying about if Shakur beats Devin Haney, right?
Yes.
But now in that interview, didn't Bill say something about a double contract or something like that? Did I hear that right? Because I was listening to the interview. And you said something about a double contract, right?
Yeah. That's something Bill came up with. I mean, I don't think ain't nobody at Zuffa talking about no double contract. We want Devin Haney to, we want to have a contract. Both of you guys signed separate contracts committing to fighting us. And I'm like, and I said to him, I said, well, bro, that don't make no sense to me because you don't know if you're gonna beat Shakur Stevenson.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
right.
so
That's
that don't make no sense. Yeah.
Because like you said, if Shakur beats Devin, and then Shakur would have to fight his brother. And that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. So how they gonna work that out? Is Shakur gonna drop the belt? How that's gonna work?
What about them New York Knicks?
Yeah, them Knicks. Yeah, but them Knicks. Hey, look here, man. But y'all came down from 29 points. But hey, listen, I love that dude Brunson, man. Because I remember I was a fan of his when he was at Dallas. Because Dallas Mavericks had drafted him. Yeah, Brunson. That boy got ice water in his veins, man.
Man, when I saw the people last time, my brother called me. I said I should have never left New York and came back to Georgia. But I tell you what, I got to go back to New York for the game 6. So I got to go back to New York because if the Knicks win at home, look, I'm going to be beating up these Spurs players. All right, so that's my call.
All right, shout out to Akila, man. New York, stand up. New York, stand up. New York, stand up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be like, yeah, dog. It might be a good time to go to New York, right? Yeah, no, because got to come up. I show up. I got to come up. I probably just go to New York and just start doing interviews just to people on out in the street. Just doing interviews. This is Coach Malachi, True Media Podcast. You a New York Knicks fan? Yeah. How long have you been a Knicks fan? I've been a Knicks fan all my life, dog. All my life, dog. I'm just saying, dog. We ain't won a championship 53 years. I ain't even know you know what I'm saying? 53 years. I remember we went to the championship, dog, in 94. You know what I'm saying? We lost to the Houston Rockets beat us. Then I remember, dog, we went to the championship again, dog. In 99, we had Latrell Sprewell, Allen Houston, dog going on. Patrick Ewing had got hurt that series. He ruptured his Achilles heel and all that stuff there. Yeah, dog. And San Antonio beat the Knicks in 1999. They had the Twin Towers. They had David. That's when I used to watch basketball heavy. They had David Robinson and Tim Duncan, the Twin Towers. I want the Knicks to win because we see how ignorant the New Yorkers are acting. The New Yorkers are acting real ignorant right now. Not ignorant, ignorant. They acting real ignorant right now. They're going to tear the city down. If they lose, they're going to tear the city down. And if they win, they're going to tear the city down. The city going to get tore down. Somebody call the mayor of New York and somebody call the mayor of New York and tell him he gonna have to bring out the National Guard. You know what I mean? He gonna have to bring the National Guard out. I can tell you that right now.
Who you think he is? DJ Quick?
No,
huh?
No, I ain't saying
Kid Capri?
I didn't say
that. Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me.
I tell you something. Money, I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
Yeah, they burning the city down. Here you go. Nigga, we won. We won, dog. They're gonna be doing the butterfly, the Tootsie Roll, the Tootsie Roll. They're gonna be doing the Tootsie Roll, the Cabbage Patch. They're gonna be doing the WAP. They're gonna be doing the Bobby Smurder. You know what I mean? French Montana, and they were gonna be outside. Hey, Fat Joe and the Terror Squad, the Puerto Rican assassin Edgar Berlanga. I'm like, listen, when the Knicks win the championship, y'all need to make a statue. Y'all need to make a statue of Brunson. That's going to be the MVP. That's going to be the MVP of the finals. Brunson, the point guard for the New York Knicks, he gonna be the MVP. Y'all need to make a statue of him. If y'all don't do nothing else, and I don't think nobody in New York City would disagree with this. If y'all don't do nothing else, you gotta put a statue of Brunson right next to the Puerto Rican assassin Edgar Berlanga. Put her right next to the statue. Cause I don't know how true this is now. I heard that when Edgar Berlanga got beat by Canelo, he went 12 rounds with Canelo and he lost a unanimous decision. I heard the mayor at the time was the black mayor. I heard he made a, hey, shout out to Tila. Tila, what's going on? I heard he made a statue. They built a statue honoring honoring Edgar Berlanga going 12 rounds. That's what I heard. I don't know how true that is. You know, y'all I ain't from New York. Y'all in New York, y'all let me know. Hey, shout out to Jamie. Jamie, you Puerto Rican. Listen, you Puerto Rican, Jamie, you should know. I heard there's a Puerto Rican statue of a famous Puerto Rican fighter who went 12 rounds with Canelo by the name of Edgar Berlanga. Is that true?
I felt like a Puerto Rican in this hair. I felt Puerto Rican. Y'all know I love me some Puerto Rican. I felt Puerto Rican in this. Rican.
Y'all better have a statue of Brunson, goddamn. Hey, listen, what's the name? Shout out to Skakem. Skakem? Hey, okay. We're dropping that quarter of a bam, dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. He said that was Jose and Dale first fight at 144 for 140. Why ninjas keep letting Cure use that like Dale brought somebody down to his advantage? Stop the cap. Well, you know, I mean, at this point, fam, it really don't matter. Like these guys are, you know, if they fight, cool. I don't. Again, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel your frustration on all this stuff. It's just that we get so much stuff be going on in boxing, bro. We be hearing all this. I can't get mad at the fans. Fans don't know what to believe. I can only tell you what I be hearing and the people who I talk to, because I talk to people that Golden Boy. I talk to people that Top Rank. I talk to people. So, two guys over there at Zuffa Boxing now that's been in the industry, and then of course I talked to Bill Haney. You know, I have a great relationship with him, and just other fighters' camps. Like, you know what I mean. I know people in Keyshawn Davis' camp. I know people in Shakur Stevenson's camp. You know what I mean. I know, you know, and then boxing is very small. All of the guys, like everybody know everybody. Everybody talk to each other. You know, in the circle. So by the time the public hear things, like it'd be like, okay, we know this ain't this ain't true. This guy saying this and that guy saying that. It's all theatrics, and I get it. I do get y'all. I do feel y'all pain. Trust me, I do. I feel y'all pain, bro. I do. You know what I mean? But all I'm saying is, don't let these fighters play with y'all emotions. That's why Shakur Stevenson said right here. Let me show y'all this here. Oh, I gotta show y'all the WBO rankings. WBO rankings. I got to write that down. I had to write that down. So this is what Shakur said right here. He said, all BS aside, let me stop rage baiting y'all. All real negotiations happen offline. Fight date to be announced soon. Now, is he going to fight Poach Out Willie? Is he going to fight Hog Head Cheese? Is he going to fight Shorty Big Nuts? Is he going to fight Yogi Bear? What about Boo Boo? Is he gonna fight Piccolo, Bam Bam Bigelow, Black Freezer, Goku, Vegeta, Wiz, Lord Beerus? I don't know. We just gotta wait and see. You dig? Now let's go over here right quick. Let's go to the WBO. Because you know, Google, I'm the one showed y'all that. Ain't no other channel showed y'all that. I showed y'all this Monday what the lick was.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
Y'all believe in Google, right? I told y'all I'm gonna show y'all proof. So, all right there. that Mando told y'all I'll show y'all proof. Ghetto. And it can, and this receipt comes from the Ring magazine. Let's go. Let go. Let me show y'all this here because I don't want nobody to keep talking about, yeah, dog, he's mandatory do. The mandatory do. He ducking. He running. The mandatory do. You ain't got to believe me. Believe Google.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
So I just Googled, when is the mandatory due for Keyshawn Davis? It says right here, the mandatory, and guess what? Y'all see right here, it come the site, the source that Google is citing comes from Ring magazine. The site that's the source that Google is the source that Google is citing comes from Ring magazine. Y'all see that? It says Haney's mandated defense against Keyshawn Davis due in August. Let's continue. The mandatory title defense for Keyshawn Davis against the WBO welterweight champion Devin Haney is officially, y'all see that word right there? Officially. 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 10-letter word. Due in August. So, can a fight with Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney be made in June? No. Well, it can be made, but can it be forced? Does Devin Haney have to? Is he forced to fight Keyshawn Davis right now or lose his belt? No. Is the mandatory due in July? No. According to Ring magazine, which come from the WBO, the mandatory is not due in the welterweight division until August. Everybody got it? You ain't got to believe me. Go Google it.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
It doesn't matter of the fact. Let me drop the link down there so y'all can see it for yourself. Oh, that's too much. That's too much. Now, never mind. Yeah, just go in Google. Just go in Google because it's giving me a whole bunch of shit. I want y'all to see this shit. See, y'all see what it's giving me too much. Like, this is what it's giving me. I didn't want to post that, but that's what it's giving right there. You click on that. See, you know what I'm saying? I ain't want to post that. I ain't want to post that right there. That's a bunch of jibber jabber. Let me remove this. Let me remove it. I remove it right there too. Let's remove that. Let's remove that. I'm gonna remove this shit. So just go on Google and just type in when is the mandatory in the WBO sanctioning body? When is the Keyshawn Davis mandatory due in the welterweight division for the WBO? And that's what you're going to find. And then when you go to the source that Google got it from, it got it from Ring magazine. And when you find out where Ring magazine got it from, they got it from the WBO sanctioning body because that's their rules. Okay, I hope this settles a whole lot of stuff. Because we've been hearing a whole lot of misinformation about that. Keyshawn is the mandatory. He the mandatory. That was a lie. He's the number one guy. He hasn't been mandated yet. He will officially become the mandatory in August because you become the mandatory when it's mandated. How do we know? That's what happened with Mauricio Sulaiman, David Benavidez. He was Canelo's mandatory for 3 years. Y'all remember that? 3 years. He kept fighting for, what he kept fighting for? He kept fighting for the hog head cheese belt. Man, we got some more cash apps. Oh, we got some more cash apps. Shout out, listen, man. Shout out to Harvey. For dropping that half for, bam, dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. Oh, you know what? This is what I wanted to show y'all too. What I wanted to show y'all. Hold on. What I wanted to show y'all was this. Shout out to the Prince of Pan-Africanism. This is what we need over here, because we got to keep the lights on. Do y'all want us to keep the lights on? We got to keep the lights on.
Donations. Gifts. More gifts.
Donations. But Dr. Ubar's a motherfucker. Hey man, Harvey say shout out to the Lou, man. Shout out to St. Louis, man. Shout out to St. Louis. All right, let's see who else we got. Shout out to Slim Jim. Another cash out. Salute to you, fam. He said, appreciate you, Unc, for making me a boxing fan. Slim Jim, salute to you, fam. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate the support. The only people I'm held accountable for is you guys. The True Media Boxing family. Y'all the only people I'm held accountable for. That's it. Y'all the only people I owe the explanation to or whatever. That's it. The rest of this shit, I don't give a damn about. Now they want to break bread. Now No, we gonna take the money. We gonna take the money. But as long as we don't have to compromise. See what I'm saying? Look here, baby boy. Now we can. No, you know what? You always gotta compromise. But as long as a nigga ain't, long nigga ain't gotta sell no ass, or I ain't gotta do what the LA sucker nigga nutsack gotta do, or I ain't gotta be buck dancing, chicken Georgian, ham boning, knee slapping. You know what I mean? I ain't gotta be doing the Bojangles, none of that there. Because anything dealing with that, the answer is no. True. They get cussed out coming at me like that. Shout out to doggone, I don't give a fuck about the sand nigga who got the money. I ain't getting none of the motherfucking money, so shit. Shout out to Celindy. For dropping that half for, bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Shit, y'all getting the sand nigga money. I ain't getting the sand nigga money. When the sand nigga start breaking bread with me, then, goddamn, we can talk. Other than that, fuck them.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
I'm gonna give everybody else a shout out right after these messages. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Shout out to the lovely Tila. Can't forget about Akila. Shout out to Yarmers from Brooklyn. The real McCoy from the Lou, St. Louis. Shout out to Cali from the ATL. Jamie from New York. Mo T. Dr. Paul. Tony Montana. Shout out to Mr. Bori. Brandon Sweet Like Candy. Oh, we can't forget about our sponsors. Shout out to Akila. Shout out to Slim Jim. Shout out to Harvey. And shout out to our sponsor, the Cincinnati Cobra, Keith's Bulldogs. Who else we got? Shout out to, we got Tony Montana. Shout out to Schoolo. Shout out to the Cardenals. Shout out to the Cardenals, man. Salute to you, brother. We got Tony Montana. Shout out to Schoolo. Shout out to Daniel. Daniel, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Chris. Chris, what's up? Falcon. Dr. Paul. Oh, shout out to Just Living Life. We can't forget about the lovely Miss Felicia Williams. Who else we have in the building, man? We got my main man, Schoolo. Shout out to my main man from B-More, man, Damian Bennett. My name Damian Bennett, and I ain't in it. Shout out to who else we got? You know what I'm gonna do? Fuck it. Let's do something different. Let's do something different. Let's give a shout out to the cities. Shout out to New York. Shout out to the ATL. Shout out to Miami. Shout out to Tampa. Duval County. Shout out to H-Town. Dallas. San Antonio. Shout out to Cleveland. Cincinnati. Shout out to Dayton, Ohio. Shout out to Flint. Shout out to Grand Rapids, Michigan. Oh, who else we got, man? Shout out to Detroit. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to LA. The Bay Area. Shout out to Vegas. Who else we got? I'm forgetting somebody. God damn, I said Atlanta. I said shout out to New Mexico. Where y'all from, man? Y'all gotta drop where y'all from in the chat so I can get the city a shout out. Then we got, oh, yo, shout out to Omaha. Omaha, Nebraska, stand up. Can't forget about Omaha. Let's see. Shout out to Alabama. Shout out to Mississippi. Let's see. Shout out to Texarkana. Well, no, what's something else I forget, man. Let's see. You know what I mean? Y'all got to let it be known. I don't say it New York. I don't say it Vegas. I don't say it New York. I don't say it Vegas. I don't say it Omaha. I don't say it Omaha now. What else we got? Oh, yeah, shout out to St. Louis, man. St. Louis, and shout out to Kansas City. I got family in Kansas City that moved up there, but shout out to KC, man. KC and his bitch. Let's see who else we got, man. I think that's it. Y'all ain't repping? Oh, yeah, shout out to Chi-Town. How I forgot about Chi-Town? You know what I mean? Matter of fact, shout out to Chi-Town. Let's see. Somebody said London. Shout out to London, man. Oh, yeah, shout out to the Bricks. Shout out to the Bricks over there in London, man. Shout out to the Bricks. The Bricks. Shout out to New Jersey. Shout out to the Carolinas. Chi-Town. Shout out to London. Shout out to the Bricks. You get what I'm saying? We said Detroit already. We said Philly. You get what I'm saying? And it is what it is. I catch you guys on the next one. You know my motto. Don't beat me up. Peace. You dig?
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.